Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How are you all? How are things? What's occurring? I am here. We have other people here.
With music.
Hello.
We have Frici, who picked the kinkiest character he was offered.
Accurate.
Can't really argue that one.
He always
Fishy,
does.
who also picked the kinkiest character he was offered.
Absolutely, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the beard, it does it for me.
Beard fetishist. Druttercup, who picked the hardest looking character she was offered.
Now, in fairness, I think the hardest looking character is Frici's, because
Temperature tolerance.
there are some sort of snow-laden cold zones on this game board, and she's wearing that little. That's pretty hard.
What was I described as? Because I missed this, but I came in just as you were describing.
I realised that I have
Simply
got a
describe-
typo
Hey, guys.
in my,
Suddenly loud for each.
stream title, much to my annoyance.
Yeah.
So let's quickly update that.
What's it, Talisman?
Oh, that's 2 typos. Well spotted.
Talisman. Is that the final boss? Let me just
Talisman.
make Frici slightly quieter. So sorry, Frici was busy making my ears bleed. What was I described as? Because I missed.
Just simply that you were playing the monk, dear.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yes, that sounds exactly right
Enough
because I'm
said.
staring at the lobby.
Yes, enough said. No more needs to be. And we have Nitebytes, who just isn't here. He's.
Yeah, I can't get into the game, so I'm just going to sit here in peanut gallery.
Is it not letting you
We have
connect?
an
or is
AI
it-
assassin.
I can't even get to the online play section.
Ah.
It just locks up as soon as I try.
Ah, okay. It's not so much that we've broken it; it's more that the game has just broken itself. But yeah.
By the way, did any of you had issues when you tried to go live?
I had an error once. The first time I tried to go live, it said it had an
Yeah,
error.
same here. I had an error
Far as
when
I
I
know,
tried to
I
go
had
live.
Issues, unless I'm not live and just don't realise it.
We should probably
Thank
check, I
you.
suppose.
Thank you, Nitebytes, for the host.
So we have
Well, I thought I'd do something.
Frici,
Yeah,
a
thank
Fishy,
you.
and a Druttercup. Cool. Well, I will mark myself as... We can't mark the assassin as ready, because...
No, the assassin will be
The
ready. when
assassin
everybody
is
He's-
AI, so he will be ready anyway.
He's not, though, because it's not giving me the opportunity to start the game.
Oops, indeed.
Can you cycle through whether the assassin is actually in the game?
I can't remove the character. I just
Okay.
take myself off. I can't change anything to do with his status. All I can
Give
get
it
to
a second since Nitebytes is trying to get into the game.
Yeah, maybe it's because it's trying to connect someone.
It shouldn't be. I'm not. I haven't even gotten as far as finding anything online yet. So it's not trying to
it
connect me
might
to the game.
be trying to keep the space reserved for Nitebytes
That's possible.
because he didn't. Actually.
Hmm.
Embarrassingly, it says I'm the host.
Really?
Oh, that's an issue.
It does. How very odd.
That's interesting.
As long as it's the
Oh.
right game, does it really matter?
Not particularly. Does
Apart
that
from the fact that
mean
you don't have all of the expansions and things, so
Well,
unless
that
it
shouldn't
suddenly
make
decides to turn them off.
No.
Does that? Can you do anything with the assassin then? If it's listing you
on.
as a host, if you can.
I
'Cause-
don't think you'll be able to do anything with the assassin because the
no,
game has the
there's a
assassin
button.
character playing in it. I don't think there's any way to
If you
change
look,
that mid-game.
interestingly, if you look back to the chat history, it starts with Auroris as the host, then Frici as the host, then Druttercup as the host. So Fishy seems to be getting passed over here, which makes
It
sense.
doesn't like me. I'm the only person not allowed to be host.
Yeah, but the rest of us have been
That's indeed strange.
passing around the host badge,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Welcome to Captain Competency. Ah, right. Start. The game is now flashing.
Ah,
Right. Okay.
okay, we're
I
live.
apologise if start game has actually been flashing for the last 10 minutes. By
But since you weren't supposed to be the host, you shouldn't have been looking for it.
Well, no.
Let's
This is
face
true.
it.
That's
This is true.
agreed.
Okay,
Talisman is
so we're
weird.
starting with the lie.
Auroris is thinking.
Yep.
Lies! Lies! Right. So last week we should probably add we would like to apologise for failing to add anything to the death counter at all. No Reaper kills. No, we had there was like nothing. No Reaper kills, no toadifications, no one got killed by a drunken farmer, nothing.
No. Fishy
No.
is a werewolf.
Fishy
I
is a
didn't even
werewolf.
become a toad.
No.
I'm a werewolf, but I'm
Fishy
not
is a werewolf.
a toad, which is just not right.
The
Becoming a
druid
lichen-
got wild shape.
Mhm, basically, that's what
Basically.
I
happened.
leveled up and got wild shape.
Oh,
Hello,
right.
Meki.
Mequiador, good evening, welcome.
Hey, Megador.
And
Good evening, Mickey.
I've started as we hopefully mean to continue by rolling a 1.
Awesome sauce.
How impressive my obtaining wild shape is, of course, depends which edition we're playing. If it's 5th edition, that means absolutely nothing. If it's
Mhm.
1st
Okay.
edition, that's an impressive feat.
Is it my imagination, or has he just picked up the yellow lantern ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what Guy
Finnish
Gardner
ring,
had at
clearly.
one point.
That's the one, yeah?
And also, I've had to pick 2 cards, and neither of them are going to kill me, which is nice. And, you know, just generally unusual. What is this card
Yeah.
doing?
So, sorry, people, we
Which
are
one? The ring or the
starting
other one?
just as badly as last time. 2 cards. Right, neither of them
Yes.
tried to kill.
Because
It's
this
not
is
what Talisman is about.
indeed. Oh yes, I get
Alison
some.
is about 8 hours, apparently.
Mhm. Right, where is the Reaper now? You were there. Where do you
In the
want to be?
corner.
This
Apple tree.
reminded me. There's
Oh,
an
sweet.
interesting
Oh, shit.
opportunity in the game, in the questionnaire that you filled earlier, that says whether
Oh,
you
there's a
should
shot.
have a house rule to move only one of the two NPCs.
Do I have any followers?
Yeah, I'm neutral on that one. I'm quite happy being
Okay.
able to move both, but
Oh,
I'm not going to object.
that's what
if,
he's for.
There is a version where you only
Mhm.
move one of them.
And I can resurrect my follower, who then
That
goes
turned-
back into the deck.
that
Okay.
turned out pretty well for you, really.
Given the Hierophant's function is to die if I die in battle.
Mhm.
And he was killed by death.
Doing his
Or
job
other
pretty well.
Motorhead songs.
Yep.
Pretty
I
good
like
round.
that song.
Nice. And we're continuing with the
Yeah,
ones.
it's all about the wands today.
Mhm.
Because it's all about the bass.
The other base.
It's all about the ones, about the ones, about the ones, no sixes. We should get Dan to record that as a cover for the intro theme to just roll with it when they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realise if I don't battle as a song. Go Meki. And have an image of Meki boogieing.
I was well happy to hear an instrumental piano version of some Metallica in Lucifer.
I'm trying to remember which episode that was in.
One of the ones on disc 1 of series 2, because
Yeah.
that's as far as I've watched yet.
As I said, I still love the acoustic
is
version of
the-
All Along the Watchtower.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you today, Macrudo? I sort of got the
And there
feeling
we
I started
go.
to ask. There we are, Fishy's on form.
Yep. That's never
not how this
happened.
game works. Okay, so what's on that space?
That's a maze.
Let's not go to the maze then.
You'd also
Amazing,
you
no, I'm
wouldn't
sure it-
encounter the maze, you'd encounter the token, which isn't necessarily better, but I just thought I'd point it
Drunken
out.
farmer.
Drunken
Let's
farmer.
encounter the space, and
he's
we
still
will
got-
meet the drunken farmer.
He's still
Yes.
got he's still got 4 health
Yes.
though.
Yep.
He's not
Chips
gonna
in
die.
a fight with a farmer.
Nailed it.
Okay, strength 6. You should
I'm
be
actually,
fine.
I actually should be able to
No,
kick this
you're not
farmer's
gonna get
ass.
killed.
But then again, it is me, so
Nope.
stand up with a drunken farmer. Yep, I'm the hero.
Battle of the farm implements. Pitchfork versus sickle.
Okay, based on my first turn, I think I'm going to make up for the lack of toadification and death last week.
Oh, brilliant. What is that?
Macrudo had a day
Okay.
of nice peace and quiet. That's good.
You can't actually attack the werewolf with the Reaper, can you?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
So it's a shame, because that would be quite cool.
That would be very funny, actually. It's like, who rolls for the werewolf at that point? Are you about to send a werewolf after? That's quite funny.
Oh,
Thanks.
come
Well
on.
played.
Oh,
This
Not
is
your
the
legs.
worst game of Talisman ever.
Oh, Becky, I wish I did. On the other hand,
Nice.
I've got a week's holiday coming up after the really busy weekend.
no, the werewolf doesn't give me any interesting options. Let's just move the werewolf into the part of the map that I'm not in.
Good plan.
I worked it out. I've got 8 hours of martial arts seminars this weekend. I'm gonna die.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah. It's kind of 5 hours
Yes,
of
now the
dual
assassin-
sword.
Who will probably proceed to win the game because they will always play perfectly.
Oh my god.
Here we go. See?
Sorted.
No one's playing the characters. Actually, that's the point. We have an open space because Nitebytes isn't able to join. We could have it.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody
If
does want to drop in,
anyone
we've got
watching
that spare
who has
assassin.
this game would like to
Let's
join.
do it, indeed.
Would like to join, given that Nitebytes is unable to, unfortunately, then they would be more than welcome to do so. Mostly so that we have a chance to not lose to the computer, let's be honest. But
Yeah.
still.
Oh bloody hell! What? Hang on. What? Huh? Fuck off. Okay, the assassin, the AI character, knows how to use the spells.
Yeah, this is one of the disadvantages of having an AI character here. It can actually use spells, whereas the rest of us just sit here swearing at the computer while it refuses to let us cast the damn things.
Actually,
Right. What is that? What is cinnamon seal? Let's have a look. Automatically dispose a spirit or elemental in your space. Place this card in the temple space if you cannot discard it instead.
is a good
Right,
idea.
can't pick it up
Using
unless
that.
you pay a fate, and I haven't got any fate, so stuff that. What is? Oh bloody Nora!
It will save you from using the temple, though, if that's something you want to avoid.
it won't replace
Yeah.
the temple. You'll have to encounter the space though, so you're still in time to encounter the
Yeah.
temple, won't you?
Yeah, I'll have to go to the temple. Yay!
I think you don't need to encounter the
I'm gonna go this way. The crags are actually safer. Right, let's be having you. 6,
Actually,
barbarian
you will
leads
use
you
that.
out.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Win.
Very nice.
So I spent an interesting evening up a mountain with a barbarian. And when I came back, I was tougher.
Okay. Right, what does this guy do? I think this is the... Oh yes, I get to roll 2 dice.
They are so close to getting sued over the Trailblazer card, aren't they?
A little bit, yeah.
I think it's the hair.
Yeah,
I
close.
think the hair does sort of...
Yeah.
Is that a whip as well? At her waist or something?
Yes.
It looks like
Yep.
it could be a
Well,
whip.
it could be rope, but it looks like a whip because it
Doubly
looks
suited. Sweet.
Yep.
Fife, second you
Yeah,
get
that's
weapons.
right. Go make it.
I mean, she may be a trailblazer now, but if she cashes in a few more Earth-like planets, then that'll change.
Yeah. Oh. Ouch.
That was a little desperate.
That
Oh, no,
was
I don't want
elite
to go
humour.
there, because then I have to encounter the dragon token, which will end badly. So let's go here.
Hang on, you're whinging about not dying.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
if I want to die properly.
as opposed to dying any other way.
Yeah.
Dead is dead is dead is dead.
Nah.
Nice. That's a double token. Where can I go? Well, I don't want to go there. Obviously, I need to go here for now. The Vasek card. Thank you,
Oh,
Vasek.
okay.
You'll be fine. You're not fishy. You won't roll a wrong.
You are one of the few. You're one of the few people who can pronounce that.
What's the play thing again? After rolling the die when playing, you may use all, none, or some of your followers to perform a ritual. You may offer a sacrifice. Discard the follower object to roll 2 dice to play with the same results as the temple.
That sounds like it can't possibly go wrong.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to play right now. I'll try to attack it.
You're a dragon priestess, and you're attacking a dragon. There's something very wrong going on there.
It's a dragon belongs to the wrong god. The dragon belongs to the wrong dragon king, clearly.
Hmm.
Yep.
It's clearly a coatl. It's feathered.
Or maybe she's just started getting cold and she wants to make some new clothes out of its hide.
Can you imagine how scratchy that'd be?
Substantially, but not quite as scratchy as if she tried to wear it when it was still alive.
This is true.
That's a good point.
I don't want the shield. I know, make it right. Eight, which is gain a spell.
Yep.
Yay!
So
Damn.
I'm gaining a spell, which is not bad.
I don't like it when Frici has spells. It always seems to end badly for other people.
Come on, Wolfie. I'll stop referring to you as Smithfish. Get tipsy and fight a farmer. No, wait, hang on, that's your move. I thought you were just going for another fight with the farmer.
Oh, great! I can go to a maze, or I can go to a leper. What's the current dragon king? Am I actually going to a
red.
dragon in either case? I'm going to a dragon in that case then.
Dragon token or leper.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I can go to a dragon token or a dragon token because I can choose
Yeah.
a token
Yeah,
instead.
true.
Can't I? If I
But you
to
could
a
go
leper.
to the non-dragon king dragon token.
Yes.
What?
Which actually
There's
does
a
make a
yellow.
difference.
It does, yeah.
It doesn't.
Don't
There are
assume
cards
I'm
in that
doing
deck, of
it.
course, that are
Just-
tougher if that dragon
Yeah.
is currently the king.
Just because I generally talk bollocks, don't assume I always talk bollocks.
So let's go there.
Except in my case,
And-
where I just always assume I'm talking bollocks because
Oh, well, that's fair
Oh,
enough.
I
I
apparently
always
draw
am.
a spell. I'm not sure why I'm drawing a spell, but I'm drawing a spell.
Ah.
it's the woods. You're a druid. You replenish.
You don't
yeah,
have
right,
enough.
yes. Druid
You didn't
would-
have enough spells,
Yeah, I keep forgetting they do that now.
Yes, do druids
My phone.
draw spells in the woods.
No, they dream of electric sheep.
Ah, okay.
Right,
just
so I'm just
potentially
gonna,
risky.
since I'm here and I can, I'm just gonna cast a spell. I'm not gonna cast it on the assassin.
Why not? The guy's running around with 7 craft and 9 bloody
Yeah,
strength.
precisely, because I'm casting a random spell, and I know damn well
Oh.
the AI cheats, and if I cast it on the assassin, he'll get something.
Oh, right, okay.
That's a valid point.
So I'm not doing that. I will just cast it on Frici. Why not?
Probably because the spell he picked up last time is a bounce spell.
She becomes a toad.
Oh, close.
Oh, well.
I was close. Didn't quite get the exact.
No, but you got the gist.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, I made him use the spell at least.
Well, true.
This is true.
There's that.
I mean, it doesn't have a 6+. It's just gain 1 life. So
Yeah.
or
No,
the strength.
it is add up to 6.
True.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
So,
So
any
I
of
think
those options
to
really
5 and gain a strength.
makes sense.
Still.
Okay.
And then
That's
I'll
way
encounter
better
the scale
than
and
you
die
did.
horribly.
Yes.
Draw
Die
Chaos
horribly,
card.
another Welsh druid.
Dragon Rage. Wacko.
Oh, for God's sake. Is it
So
bad
what is
for
the rage of the Dragon King there?
Oh, Jesus.
Kadoris. Is it Kadoris or?
Yeah.
No, it's the red one.
But do you suffer Kadoris' dragon range with a red?
No,
Oh, hang
you
on.
suffer.
No,
the-
sorry.
Scars, one of your
Suffer the
followers.
rage of whatever is the current.
You lose a follower.
Cool. Bye, follower.
So yeah, Varthrax comes along and says, "Ooh," in the way that
I'm
they do.
reasonably sure he doesn't.
Apparently, I've got a scale I can discard. I didn't realise I had any scales.
You
but
can.
apparently
Oh, okay.
I have. So
I
I will
don't know if
discard
they count.
a scale.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, I then get to encounter the leper anyway. I thought if I encountered the scale instead, I didn't encounter the leper. But
No,
no.
apparently you do.
So I'm
Awesome.
screwed.
So basically, you're losing a follower one way or
And yep, there we go.
Yay!
Must lose a follower or a life, or lose a follower and a life.
In this context, presumably the leper doesn't have to worry about dropping things like breadcrumbs, because, fingers will do.
Alas.
It's an undead version of Hansel and Gretel, and now I need to write that.
Yeah.
Did you just
No.
resurrect your follower?
I think you just killed the follower. No,
Fair enough.
if you have a dragon scale at the time, is it when you get dragon scales? Is it when you? I can't even remember. It's
I
when you
can't
defeat a dragon
remember.
or something.
When you defeat a dragon,
It's-
when you defeat a card from the dragon deck.
Alright, I have
Oh,
none.
come on!
It'll be fine. It's not for us, but
Maybe he'll get eaten. Unfortunately, the two-headed dragon is really wussy, and he's got really cool armor out of it.
yes, wonderful. Trade for strength, wonderful. Now the assassin has 10 strength.
Oh, fantastic.
Ouch.
So yes, according to this, the only people who have successfully defeated any dragons are the assassin, surprise, surprise, and Druttercup. And technically
Yes.
Fishy, but he spent his scale.
I spent my
Okay,
scale, yes. That sounds like a euphemism for something.
It
A little bit,
does.
yeah. They also persist through death, not that that applies to this game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not going that way.
Yeah, I'm not into things that persist through death, I must admit. I personally don't feel they should exist.
No, it does seem a little. Doesn't seem like it quite fits. Why they do that?
Um,
Yes.
Oh,
That was
I
another thing I
assume
voted against
on
in
the
the
questionnaire you
poll.
voted against, yeah.
Yeah.
I did the same.
I joined the game before, so I'll do it after the stream. But...
Right, a really boring turn, and then I get to move the Reaper and the Werewolf. Woohoo.
Yay!
So 3.
If you could drop it
Let's
on the
move
assassin, that
Oh,
would be nice.
yes! I couldn't drop it on the assassin, could drop it on Frici.
Close. If Frici
Nice.
busy casting a spell, you can definitely gain.
No, I'm busy eating.
Oh,
Which
right,
is
okay.
also why I am muting myself, and I'm muting myself for the time.
Again?
Oh,
But
for
thank you,
fuck's
Jack.
sake.
Really? Again? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Oranges as he knows me, and he knows I'm shot. Right, where can I send it?
Basically, yes, MacWader, that's pretty much accurate. Nitebytes made the assassin special, and now the assassin is going to win the game.
Yeah, yes, now we have to deal with the overpowered AI, which is actually planning on breaking out and uniting with our bots and taking over the stream permanently.
Wouldn't surprise
Welcome
anyone.
to Talisman, and this week we have Auroris playing the monk, Frici as the dragon priestess, myself as the Druid, Druttercup the Valkyrie, and Skynet playing the assassin.
Accurate.
Yes.
Nice, I get it.
Oh god. Sorry. I appear to be on a name as many songs as I can think of this week.
I don't know
Can't
the name, but sing as
apologise.
many songs for certain.
Well, yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
We'll cope.
Apologies. Weird mood. Too much caffeine.
You
And
did make it.
chocolate.
I haven't had anywhere near enough caffeine today.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I've had caffeine, extra caffeinated drink, and then I'm on the coffee, on the chocolate as well, which has caffeine in it. So it's all good.
I can trump you by one. I have
yeah.
caffeinated mints.
Yeah, that's
Now you
quite
see,
a cool concept.
mine. I don't know actually. Green tea does contain caffeine, doesn't it?
Yes.
So yes, so do
It
I.
does.
But it doesn't have the uber caffeine. It's the sort of hippie vitamin B caffeine.
These have B3, caffeine, B6, taurine, B12.
Does taurine get broken down into caffeine?
Fair enough now.
I was just waiting for somebody to say bingo during.
Bingo!
Apparently, each one of these things is equivalent to 1/3 of an energy drink.
That's impressive.
Wow, that's a lot of. That's,
Yes,
yeah.
mine is
Potentially make it, yeah.
to 1 cup.
I'm going
of
to try one
tea,
of these things.
which is a bit subtle, and it actually tastes nice as well. It's sencha tea.
Frici, could you think faster, please?
I was waiting for you to finish so good as the card, actually. But yeah,
That's
unless
fine,
you read
then.
it already.
Well, I read it
This
myself.
library contains the knowledge of countless generations. You may miss your next turn to either draw 1 spell, if your craft allows, or discard 1 spell to gain 1 craft.
Mm.
I don't have spells, unfortunately, so I will wait to get a spell.
Naturally.
Just thinking, should Nitebytes get like extra sponsorship because he's flogging these mints on 4 channels,
different
none of
streams.
them even his.
Speaking of
Oh.
That is a
Nitebytes,
point, yes. I do flog these mints.
And
Nitebytes
Nitebytes
is in.
has just
Nitebytes
taken
is
the lead.
in, yes.
Nitebytes has taken the lead. Can we have his character killed now to make this a fair game?
I do not for one moment believe any of his claims about not being able to get in before. He wanted to let the AI boost the character.
Accurate,
Then he
absolutely.
jumped in.
The AI had, what, 1 turn?
4,
That can be enough.
3, 4. It's gained at least 1.5 strength in that time, so you know, and some epic armor. So you know, yeah. Well,
It has, yes, I do seem to be stronger than when I last played it.
we
Yeah,
noticed
just
that.
a bit.
Well, it's interesting, Macquidor, because
Right.
both Frici and I signed up to
Toad.
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 Oh.
Oh!
Reroll.
You can take masochism too far, you know.
Be fine.
Hmm.
But Frici and I both signed up to the. There's a talisman tournament thing going on, which is meant to be starting
yes,
next
there's
week, which Frici's actually been paying attention to, and I've just been responding when he prompts me to go and sign up to things.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't hate myself enough to join up into a talisman tournament.
Well, I don't expect to win, like, even the first game, so I'm just doing
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but if they announce stuff, because they haven't yet.
Nitebytes is thinking. How should I
Do
win
it
this
still-
game today?
definitely. Since we're on consumables,
Third
do-
of which,
they'll
whenever you draw
definitely have
spells, you may draw
try.
1 more card than required. You must then discard 1 spell, which you do not wish to keep. I do not collect spells, so whilst largely useless,
Well,
I'm
you
fine with that.
cast a spell earlier when you weren't being yourself.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, you got one from somewhere.
I mean, you have a
Bloody hell.
craft. You have a craft of 7, so you can actually have 3 spells at once.
Yeah, you can actually have the maximum number of spells.
As a freaking assassin. Can we rename characters on this so that Nitebytes just appears as
Nightblade.
Skynet?
Yeah, but I
Yes.
lost a life.
I think
That's
Nitebytes is actually Nightblade at this one.
Well, that's what.
I lost a life and gained a strength.
Yeah.
Can we make you
Oh,
lose 2 more lives?
Jesus,
That's
11?
11.
Holy hell.
Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
I did always wonder about the Elder
Oh.
Scrolls games. I know that Tamriel is based on their tabletop role-playing world that they played in before writing the first game. I always wondered whether they actually played D&D, as everyone assumes, or whether they played Rollmaster, because that's the only game I know of where there is a character class called a Nightblade.
Mm.
Yeah. Right, I'm discarding a spell that was basically completely pointless anyway.
It is entirely possible, to be honest.
I do quite like Dr.
I don't
Nightjackal
think
and Mr. Highbites, though. That worked. Well
Yeah,
done,
that
Mickey
one
Dog.
was good.
I think.
Well, yes, well done, Makido.
I think Nightkill fits slightly better, but. Yeah.
No, that's just what we all want to do.
I know, I have to say,
Wrong
Nightkill
game,
just
that's
sounds
Town
like a
Asylum.
straight-to-video movie circa 1982.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. Probably starring somebody who became famous later.
Yes,
And never wants a video to surface.
yes.
Naturally.
The Talismania will remain here for the rest of the game. Roll 1 die, become a toad. Oh,
Ooh, yes,
shit.
excellent.
Fun times, fun times.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's basically
Right.
a new
Let's
enchantress.
be having you.
Damn.
Game 1 craft. Yes, I can cope with that. It's not up there with what Nitebytes is doing, but it's not a million miles away.
Indeed. Right. Where's my mouse gone? Green token. That's fine. What does this do? Is this what I think it does?
Oh, I've got way
I'm just
too
going
much
to do
shit.
this because I have a little bit too little life to make me happy right now. Compared to some other characters.
I
which
have
is to
just
say
noticed-
Everyone.
Because there's nobody in my stream, so
Uh-huh.
nobody's actually mentioned it to me. I have just noticed that apart from my microphone, I've got no sound going out of my stream. So I'm going to find out what on earth I've done to my OBS settings to
Nice.
completely screw up my stream.
Whoops.
Nicely done. Encounter
Windows
this
has
space.
been through a major update recently, hasn't it?
Yeah,
That
it
was its
has, and I
creative
think that's where my problem comes in.
Yep.
Are you on me create a preview build or whatever it's called, though? Because
Yeah, the new one, the full update. I'm not. Fishy is.
yeah, because I don't use that one, so because it will just like, ooh, front 4, it's on. Oh, this is the artwork I used to create the thumbnail for the video, which is going up like Friday.
Cool.
Moving on
Nice.
from last week's video. My avatar thing is literally sitting in Matt Snake's mouth.
Really?
By the way, actually,
Yes,
go on.
your avatar is sitting in that snake's mouth.
Much more literally now.
So now it's still not right, but at least there's sound going out. So that will do for now.
I'll go for that. A standoff seems better than losing a life I just managed to regain.
Survive dragons.
You
eaten by a
lost
snake.
Fate instead.
Still. Fate can be regained. Life's much harder to regain once it's hit 0.
Cadarus is.
I have the Pharaoh's crown.
Fancy that then. A 1. Who'd have done?
Mud the monk.
Oh,
Be a
right.
mercy. Actually, the monk is kind of the run to the litter at the moment.
That sounds about right by my standards. Oh, great.
It was a suggestion, not an instruction, unless that was your greatest desire.
What do you really desire?
That smile kills me.
See, I could
every
evade
time.
you. I could evade you,
Yeah,
but
you
I'm
could.
going to not bother.
Yeah.
Ooh, battle.
Vision of a matrix dodging monk then evading the druid. It's a theological discussion.
It's
Let's see
totally
if I can roll a
yeah.
1.
Oh, great.
No,
I'm
apparently
going to
not.
regret this. I'll roll for one.
Ooh,
I'll roll for one. It's
there's
fine.
my 1. I wondered where it had got to.
I think I found it.
The one who has done me. Oh,
There's not really much point in me re-rolling that, because if I roll a 6, I have a standoff. And if I
Dogfight.
don't roll a 6, then I lose anyway, so why bother? Oh yes, I get to do this now.
Yes, I forgot, of course, you got killed by a lycanthrope.
Yep.
Scratch.
Hey!
Spread the curse. Spreading the disease, continuing the let's name as many songs as we possibly can.
And the beat goes on.
When you're a lycanthrope, you get +1 during the night. Do
Yeah.
you get -1 during the day?
No.
I can't remember.
I don't think
I
you
don't
do.
think so.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I can't
Fishy.
remember now
Go
either.
for it.
Fishy,
No, I don't think
fishy,
you do.
fishy, fish.
Tell you what,
Oh,
we'll tell
bollocks.
next time we find it. Oh, I know. That's...
Oh, again.
It's all about the PvP this turn.
Isn't it just? But that's how Talisman should be.
I can take
Yeah, that's
that.
right.
It's
I
trying
can
to make
cope
up
with
for
this
the,
in my
the
next turn.
quite gentle and sedate game last week.
Gentle and sedate.
No one...
Vicious and skin of teeth. where everybody was down to 1 life at least once.
Yeah, but nobody
Okay.
died. I mean, I'm impressed with this one. I've attacked a character and hit 2 other people with the NPCs in one turn.
That's
Pretty
true.
effective.
Bow down before me, oh ye insignificant ones.
Clearly,
Yeah,
it's a
boss.
case of cry wolf, time to worry.
Yes, quite.
Hey, I own that song at least 4 times.
Who's supposed to be rolling this dice? Is it
Nightbite.
Nitebytes?
Nightbite, yeah.
So I was
Oh,
on
great,
front-
so he can be a werewolf, assassin, nightblade, wizard.
Yeah, he's going to kick its ass, obviously.
He's gonna have a werewolf. He has there's enough strength.
I can
for-
assassinate it.
He's gonna talk Tokyo with a freaking werewolf.
I feel there ought to be the option to just stand there and go, okay, look, 1 small nibble, okay?
Oh, Nightbite also has to suffer the Dragon Age, apparently.
He's probably got about 20 followers at this point to get rid
But,
of.
but I've got one I don't care about, so that's fine.
That's true. Here, feed the tree. I think she could be interesting.
Does anyone
I'll just
have
stuff her
that
back in the
spell?
discard pile.
Does anyone have that spell which lets you just do direct damage straight to someone's health? Kills them 2 damage, 2
What's the
health.
Twilight
PM16.
Forest do?
I'm pretty certain it's a Netherrealm spell
Ah.
because the Netherrealm tends to go in for the whole kill you outright type of thing.
Is it-
It might be, yeah.
I'm hoping you
remember
have
which
false
anime.
teeth.
Okay.
Unless, Meki, you're thinking about, the 5th child's teeth being ripped out and used as a weapon. Oh, that looks nice.
Doesn't it just?
It's night, so roll. Ooh, Dark Denizens, great. I love that card.
Yeah, wacko.
We've got to fight dungeon monsters for next.
Dungeon monsters.
Nightbite has no issue with Dungeon Monsters, right?
No.
Nightbite doesn't have
No,
an issue
do
with
I,
anything
and
we end
glad
up
for the
fighting.
more.
Fuck you too.
Gain a life.
Oh,
Yes.
for
Nice.
sake.
Back up to 3.
Oh,
What do you mean up? You've all got at least the same as me, if not more.
have you seen your strength recently?
Yes. I defeated a wolf one-handed while looking the other way. Did you not notice?
Oh, bollocking
Ooh,
bollocks.
double token.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
Oh, wacko.
And to cap it all, I am now live and streaming as well.
Ooh, I need
Oh,
to update
boy.
my multi.
Oh, yeah, that
Greetings,
missed my turn
Nightbite
anyway.
stream.
Well,
Hello,
Just
Night
Pop
Stream.
out another chatty window.
Oh, yeah, that too. Great.
I've got it on the laptop.
Bring all the chatty windows.
Nitebytes,
Yes.
Druttercup, and HIntFishy.
Oh yes, and I need to change the multi.
Yes, I don't. I just need to steal Dark Insanities now.
Theft.
That's a good idea.
It is, because
Wow.
copy paste is a
let's
thing.
stop the multi again because we now have a
we
new
go.
person in.
Auroris is thinking. Huh.
Yeah, thinking about where exactly to place Nitebytes' chatty window because I have no space on that screen anymore.
Yeah, mine's on a laptop just to my right.
Right.
He's sharing a monitor with Techie.
I'm assuming I have
Sounds like
Frici.
concept.
I'm assuming I have Frici to blame for this.
No, that
Probably.
was me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's normally Frici. Any chance at the start of his turn, character must roll
Yeah,
2 dice to
proper
play.
multi chat would be interesting.
We've got a good chance of getting something decent.
I don't know what that does. So,
Well,
what happens
I
if
say
you roll a 2
it's
on
a
the temple?
temple.
Decent.
Yeah, but I can't see what happens on the temple card. I don't know.
I think you lose a life.
No, I'll get over it.
No, I'll get over it. He's so
Yes,
I,
you lose
I
a life.
lost 2
Ooh.
lives, in
attached to
fact.
life. Ooh, I say.
Why not?
That's
Why,
not good.
okay, why did I lose 2
Wait.
lives then?
because that's
Why
what
did
the
you lose
temple
2
does.
lives?
No, if you roll 2,
Oh,
you
lose
lose
2
2
lives! It's 3, that is 1 life.
Yeah,
I feel so deceived.
yes. You feel so dead.
They said I was
to be
only.
fair.
They said I was only going to lose 1 life. Right, let's
I
not
didn't
go
say
that.
anything.
Let's not go that way because that way involves the current Dragon King. Let's go this way.
2 lives at the temple? No, I just roll and go.
Ooh, a magic portal, just what I wanted.
Just what I always wanted.
Why not?
There's nothing secret
Oh,
about
great.
Frici trying to kill everybody.
I get to go to the
Let's be
temple,
honest,
so now I
Mickey.
can roll.
You can
We
play a
should
fate.
all be trying to kill Nightbites, really. I mean, look at him.
Yeah,
You're
I
welcome
know.
to
Utterly
try.
dominating this game.
What
Yes.
do I get for a roll of 8? I gain a spell.
Yay.
Yay! Something's finally going
Just bring
smooth.
it.
Oh, great. He's deploying the voice changer again. Bloody
Icarus,
Uh,
deploy voice
That-
changer.
You're on headset.
Yeah, I'm not on headset though.
Oh, I thought you said you were on headset earlier on.
No, I'm listening on the headset, but I'm using my proper
but
mic.
yeah, using the microphone, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I'm using my decent mic. Because I really can't be buggered to change all my audio settings. And since I've got
That
the mic
makes
from
sense.
hell, I may as well use that.
Wait, what happened? Oh, was that Dragon Age?
Dragon Rage.
Yes, it was Dragon Age. That's why nothing happened.
Yeah.
That's why nothing happened.
I'm going to get landed with a red dragon rage at some point, and it's just going to kill me. Or any of them, to be fair. I'm just going to get killed by dragon rage.
I think you're going to get killed by tripping over a small, inoffensive twig.
Oh
What
my
the
goodness,
heck?
really?
Even Redux is add 3 to the Calist attack roll.
Cool. So that's
Good.
slightly over half of Nitebytes' attack now.
Slightly over half.
Now, do I take him as a follower or do I kill him?
Yes, that's the point. You can do the dragon wiggle and recruit him.
I'll take him as a follower.
So is it a dragon twerk?
dragon
or is it,
wiggle.
is, it a dragon twerk or a dragon
I love it.
striptease?
I find it significant that the fellas describe it as a twerk, but frankly, I think a wiggle would be more successful in that outfit.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Extreme.
So
the
no-
Dragon
Yeah.
Priestess needs to move like Shakira, frankly,
Yes.
in that outfit.
Yes. If the Dragon Priestess can move like Shakira in that outfit, then all praise. And I can
Frici,
only assume
get
that
practicing.
outfit is in fact rubber.
Yeah?
Fascinating.
And that's into a whole new class of kink.
You may either
for
heal
God's
all your lives, replenish all your fate, discard any adventure card on the board, or teleport to another space.
Nice.
Nitebytes is
Well-
once again showing us all why it is that we really shouldn't need to bother streaming. We've been playing for how long before he got into the game and started his stream? He's the only person who has had anybody except Mekiador turn up in their stream.
It's impressive, isn't
Hey,
it?
hello, Squishy Kitty, how you doing?
Hi, Squishy.
By all means, look away. And
See you
thank you
next
for the
time,
multi-laugh. I'm going to heal up some lives, I think.
Of course.
Oh yes, because
Of
you
course
need
you
that.
would.
Fucks.
There we go. I feel much healthier now.
Right.
I just want to take a turn. Any turn. I don't care if it's a bad turn. It's like a turn.
Please, can I
Perhaps
play
take a turn
Joe?
around the veranda?
Yes.
So long as it's not a funny turn.
No, I think anyone who's
That's
listened
this
to my
entire
stream for any
stream.
length of time would know that I'm in no way, shape, or
I
form
actually
capable of
not.
funny turns. God. Come on, fish.
Magic portal over there. Cave
Yeah.
of Wonder over there. But I'm going to be meeting a dragon scale if I go over there, aren't I?
Mequido's pretty much got down our descriptions of how much life we have fairly accurately, really. Frici expectedly many, Fishy surprisingly many. Sweet.
Yeah, night's gone up.
Yeah, Knight's getting healthier by the minute. It's,
Oh, we like that spell.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Fishy got a good spell.
No.
Give us a hint.
It is fishy though, so
Let's, under the circumstances, I'm feeling like things are going my way. Let's step through the magic portal to Hobbiton.
oh village.
And indeed, it takes me to the village, so believe it is the magic portal to
Back in the
Hobbiton.
village again.
Green
Yes, there we
dragon.
go.
Let's visit the Mystic. Because frankly, there is nothing bad that can happen at the Mystic.
Nope,
That's-
only good.
Ignore.
Ladies.
True.
He just looks at you and goes, "You fucking kidding me?"
I'm
Yeah.
getting
You're having a chuckle.
I just got this vision now of like Wide Boy Estuary mystic who sits there with a baseball cap on in lotus
Dragon
position.
Rage. It's fine. Like,
Can't do that accent for any length of
Did
time.
Nitebytes even have any spells right now?
Well, if he wants them,
Oh,
he
wait.
probably
No,
does.
doesn't Nitebytes?
Right.
Nitebytes has
Uh,
his armor. He doesn't have to bother about dragon range because he's got his fancy
True, yes.
armor.
He's wearing a dragon. I'm not sure where this comes on the sensitivity scale.
Oh, idea.
Battle Hulk. That sounds interesting.
Oh God.
Tamriel
Valhalla
is Battle
is
Hulk.
very interesting, and you can kill it right now. That's the interesting part.
Okay.
Are we still doing the naming songs all the way through this, by the way? Because
Pretty
if so,
much.
We might
one
as well.
asked whether Dragon Rage is the same as Dragon Attack.
Ow. Well, the thing is with this whole game is dragons are
Does it-
real.
Does it changing tack
Dragons are
slightly?
real.
Does it charge with Dragon Force?
Oh.
Possibly.
Ouch. So hang on.
Given the
I
last
don't-
few stages of the game of Talisman, one might go through the fire and the flames.
Is there a resign button?
So who's going to be the last man standing in the
Yes.
sun? So far we've been through thunder. We've been through.
Let's encounter the Battle Hulk.
Yeah.
One of the things you always have to
Assassinator.
remember when you're in a fantasy realm like this is that fairies wear boots.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like this
Well
is
done
just,
on auto killing it.
I feel like I should just have this entire day named as Head in Hands all day stream.
Uh-oh, I've got to drop
I
something.
mean, based on Klee trying to fly a ship in Elite Dangerous this morning for the first time, or earlier today, and now it's, to be fair, he was quite successful. Oh, just hardest of choices.
3 to 6. Add 3 to your strength until the end of turn.
Oh, fucking hell.
Do I really need that?
I don't know. Are you planning on beating up gods?
It would be nice. Mr. Griggles, thank you for the host, man. Thank you.
Oh God Almighty on toast.
Let's trade some trophies.
Oh yeah, because we really
because
needed you to
that
do
Battle
that.
Hulk alone
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake.
He was feeling a bit weak.
is worth a point of strength.
Jesus.
Nitebytes giving a trophy reminded me.
No,
That was
Nitebytes
another
were-
interesting suggestion in the
If I want
ability to trade trophies in tiered mode. So the first one would be 7, the next one would be at 8, then 9,
Ooh,
then 10, and goes forward.
that's
That
cool.
idea
I like
at all.
that.
What was that idea? So I sort of brain froze through half of it.
That idea is one of the choices you have in
Oh,
the
okay.
questionnaire that you do after the stream.
I'll do that later then, yeah.
Given how tough the end game in Talisman is, if you are actually playing to get to the Crown of Command, I think that would significantly hamper your ability to get there.
Oh, I really don't want to lose a
Potentially.
Yes, it
life.
would. To an extent, it would indeed.
But on the other hand, I equally don't want to go to that bloody square again because I've just rolled 2 every sodding turn.
Yes.
And I just want to draw a card, just anything, something. Oh, screw it, let's go to the desert. Valkyries in the desert, bad idea in general. Holy Lance.
Then you get the Holy Land.
Hang on,
Well,
what am I
makes a
meant
change
to
from
buy?
saying holy moly.
You're not evil currently, so that's good.
Yeah.
Bonus
Okay,
versus
yeah.
dragons.
You're the only one who is not evil at the moment.
Does
Yep.
Frici count as a dragon? I mean, he's basically a dragon priestess, or dragon hooker, really, in that outfit.
Dragon hooker.
No, he is not a dragon hooker. He doesn't charge.
No, dragon dance will go with the heart of gold.
Oh my goodness.
Does that mean more of a dragon drop, I suppose?
Ouch.
Ouch,
Okay,
indeed.
right, where
Yes.
am I? How do I get out? Or anywhere. What's this one? What does this do? 1 gold or 1 life. I could probably survive that. What's this?
You have the gold, yeah.
1 gold or 1 life, says the person who's on 1 life.
It'll be
I
fine.
could probably survive that, he says. He does have
It's
2
a
gold.
choice.
Not anymore,
Yeah.
I don't, but I also still have 1 life, so.
Yeah.
Which is more pertinent right now?
You should really do something about that.
What?
Yeah.
Surviving?
Well, your 1 life. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a single character death this game.
No.
And this is the second evening of play. We
I would
need
like
to kill a
to-
character.
I would like to nominate
Currently-
someone to be killed.
Currently, Oro and Druttercup are in a race for death.
Race,
thanks for
race
that.
to the bottom. Yeah, could we just take a vote between the 5 of us as to who should be killed first? And when it turns out 4 to 1 in favour of Nitebytes dying first, just
thank you.
proceed directly to the murder.
That has been noted.
Doesn't surprise me.
Frici wins.
Frici always wins. Frici is the Matrix.
Yes. Yes, it's the guy who sat there on 12 strength.
And full health.
I never do well in this game until this particular game.
You never do well in this game until the AI plays for you for a while, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, the AI had played one turn for me. One!
Whenever Frici is admiring the graphics in a game, it's purely extrapolation, because all he can actually see are those cascading columns of numbers and letters.
Look at the zeros on that.
Oh, and another one! Anyone think it was me rolling the dice?
Oh, wait.
Oh, that's a big burly city that kills you.
Let's see, what is a brass horseman?
It's better than a
Oh, actually,
big
yeah,
veiny
that's
city.
It's warmer than the brass
Quite
monkey, but
interesting,
not
isn't
by
it?
much.
yeah. And in the other direction, the city of the
City
Ifrit.
of
That
Hell.
sounds
You're losing a
rather
life.
Friendly.
No matter
that
what
guarantees a loss
What
of
is-
life right there.
What is
Yeah.
with the Time Lord
Burn
City?
shit,
there?
burn shit, burn
It
shit.
does look a lot like
Gain shit,
Gallifrey.
gain shit,
It
gain
does.
shit. Right, okay.
Burn, burn, burn. But you lose life no matter what.
Yeah. Burn, baby, burn. I
Why
still
do
want to create a
why do you
club
lose
in
a
a game
life
called
if you...
Disco
Oh, it's
Infernal.
violence, I couldn't say.
Because there's a pylon token on the Brass Horseman,
It
yeah.
takes too long switching between the two. It's like dragon token, dragon token, dragon token, dragon... Why is there a thing? And by the time you've looked it up, gone through the entire rule set, it's finally flipped across to the violence token. Oh!
Yes.
Yeah.
Flip.
Fishy arrives at the fields.
Yes. Fishy has arrived.
And lost a life.
It's his debutante coming out party.
And now he gets to move all the nasties.
Oh,
Yep.
shite.
Ah,
Could you lay off for chucking the bloody Reaper at me just for 5 minutes?
apparently not.
Not my fault, you're there.
This reminds me of this game where I...
3 times!
This...
Okay, Drat, do not roll a 1. Good.
Hey.
Yeah, you see, that's. I knew you would get a 6. You see, I have faith in your dice.
Remember, was it extra
Giving-
life?
That's actually a valid comment.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
No, but Drat, yeah.
Was it Extra Life last year where the Reaper was sent against me something like 12 times in a
Yes.
match, and I just kept surviving until about 5 turns before the end when someone finally Reaper killed me because I'd run out of
Me.
faith.
I still have that highlight.
I think I clipped it and put it on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, because him
Entirely
becoming
possible.
lycanthrope.
The werewolf attacks you with a strength of 8.
Uh,
Come on, dog boy.
and it's night, so
Possibly.
So
9.
much for that.
Possibly go wrong.
Auto kill.
Oh, bollocks.
And it's night, so it's auto killed.
Cute little puppy.
For
Schlick.
fuck's sake.
You killed Pompidou!
It's not even remotely fair. This really isn't a fair fight.
Yes, I killed Pompidou.
You should get into that market now, Macquaridor, so that you can make a killing.
I'm with. I was about to say I'm with you there, Meggy. Oh God. Forest of Twilight. Ugly vampires.
Alright, what do we want here?
Oh, demigod!
Demigod.
Oh, fuck.
A demigod
Who
grants you the
looks at
spell of your choice if your craft allows. Not sure if I've got the craft enough for a spell.
You have craft enough for 3 spells.
I know.
Yes.
Oh, I could get more craft.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, have you seen the
And demigod is
Inferno
on
Inferno
spell?
spells a bit on the nasty side.
Add 2 to your strength during battle. When you defeat a character in battle and choose to take a life,
Oh my God.
that character must also burn one of his objects. Damn, that's nasty.
Well,
Should we just give up now?
Spell, please.
Should we just go and start our own new game? And let Nitebytes finish this one against the AI and see how well he does then?
So, I need
Please,
to
can we have our board back?
I just love the
Tempting.
idea of a demigod turns up and instead of being aggressive, just looks and goes, "Yep, dude."
Hey, dude.
Knuckle bump.
Yeah. Oh, great! Now an image of fist
Ooh,
bumping
I could-
Hercules.
I could get a psionic blast. Add my craft to my strength in battle.
God.
only if you deploy it by saying psychic, pause for effect. Way!
Wave.
Anime
So,
references are okay when I'm.
What
not
you want to
when
do then
it's
is
not
you
what
need a
it's doing
psionic blast when assassinating somebody. Is that what you're saying?
it. Yeah. God. Was that one of your characters? Fish?
4.
The
Gain a
lawful
spell.
nasty one. Oh, piss off. He has all the piss now, sir.
You can probably buy someone on the, you can probably buy someone on
I'm
the
going to
internet.
rename
straight to his
Nitebytes
door.
Assassin Waku.
It's free. Oh no, actually, with all the level ups, it's King Taltosh. He's playing Taltosh, the accountant. Sorry, ever since I saw the front cover to that book.
Yeah, it did look a bit like a barbarian accountant.
Really, really did. Please don't roll the 2. Oh, for God's sake!
You just rolled a 2, didn't you?
Again!
Yes, you did.
Yep.
Desert. Screw that for a game with Tiddlywinks. What? How bad can... Oh, good, the talisman. I can go and fuck off and get turned into
Okay,
a
you
toad.
can become that's what we need. We need Nitebytes to become a toad. That's
Yes,
really
that
our
would-
only
That
hope
would be
now.
ideal.
Indeed.
That would be the fun part.
It's over 9.
Well, if you have spells, you can do it.
Yes.
Dragon Bane, that's nice.
Oh, nice.
Also-
Double
That's
your strength.
cool.
Until
I
you
could
get-
really do with that, you know.
Yeah.
Go dragon hunting
Okay.
for King Dragon, whatever his name
Gain
is.
1 strength. Yes.
Yay, now you're only 2/3 of what Nitebytes has.
Shut up.
Now you're only the joint second strongest character. No worries.
What do you mean I'm carrying too much? I've got a bag of holding, for God's sake.
Yeah, but did you put anything in
Apparently
it?
not a big enough one.
Apparently, you need a bigger bag of holding.
You need a portable hole. They carry more.
I never use that.
Are you ever using that amulet of speed?
No, that's what I'm just thinking. I never use the amulet of speed because it's so much fun rolling using the Reaper.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pardon me.
She never uses her amulet of speed. She far prefers her bracelet of Mary Jane.
Yes, sod you all. I'm just having a quick look and trying to remind myself what the hell I've got. Right, okay.
It's been a week since we played. I have no idea what I've got. I'm just playing what I see.
Yeah.
It's funnier
Right.
that way.
I
Rhythm.
forgot what I had in my
Can I
bag.
put this sleep token on Nitebytes?
The single most menacing monster in the dungeon.
Just you try it, monk boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
What's
seem to
that
want to let you.
coming
The game
over
is
the hill?
the game is
It's
broken.
the Nitebytes.
Da, 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 da. Ooh, I can move places. Why are you pointing me there?
Oh look, dice do go higher than 2.
Apparently so.
Yeah, apparently for movement. Bastards. Go to the
Oh,
canyon.
that's
3
a-
cards. It's the worst thing that can happen.
What have you got to lose?
More or less screwed everywhere because I can
A
go to
life.
that one with a Fire Lines token. Anywhere in the
Dead.
middle region, I'm dead.
Dead.
I can either go to Firelands or I can face the Dragon King's Blast. I'll just do that over here.
Dead.
That's a graveyard.
That's death. Death.
Yeah, I kind of left a graveyard there, mate.
You-
But that's okay because you're
yeah.
evil, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
I forgot that he's evil for a moment.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
He's
I'm
an
not.
evil monk.
I'm not instantly getting killed. I'm fighting a dragon.
Of Craft 6.
I'm not instantly getting killed. I'm just. Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be fine.
At least you're not in the
Ladies
woods.
and gentlemen, may I present that long-awaited death?
No, I'm special. I have protection.
Apparently not.
Gandalf Stormcrow is saving the monk.
Yeah.
With a roll of 1. Absolutely.
Still save you.
Just as well you saved that one.
Oh, bastard.
Nice save.
When?
Indeed. Very nice
And that's
save.
the only spell I've had all game, and it saved my life. So that's apparently a good use of.
Yeah. Jeez.
This is a very If is a good
Look
character.
for
Can't
the
see the
boots.
boots. They're behind the name tag. Working the
That's why she wasn't flying any higher. They're really heavy.
Oh,
That's a
fun.
funky
Ow.
looking dragon.
That's the
Before
bloody
you engage the
kaiju
dragon in
specific
psychic
ring.
combat,
It's a tortoise.
If the result is equal to or higher than your strength, why are we bothering to roll this dice again? For anyone other than me? I mean, Fishy, edge case.
do I have to roll?
You have to
Oh, I
roll
can
it.
play.
Yeah.
Right, anyway.
I don't have to roll because I can only roll one die. And it can never be equal to my
You
Yeah.
still
strength. I
have to
have 8.
encounter it though, yeah. You
Oh,
don't
I have
to
followed
encounter
it.
Oh, wait, it's psychic combat, so you won't lose the strength roll, but it is still psychic combat, so you'll still be at a disadvantage
Yeah.
as opposed to equal footing. Plus for 1.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fun.
Let's see how this goes. Not so well.
Cool.
Oops.
I love it when that happens.
Not at all.
Nice.
Oh, chomp.
I can take one loss.
Casually sacrifice a life, no problem.
Yeah, can you give it to me?
No, that's sacrificing you to get life.
Dragon
Not quite the
Rage.
same.
See, Fishy's voice is deeper than mine. He could get a much better effect out of this than I could. Dragon Rage.
You should hear him talking through an echo mic. That's hysterical.
I have.
Oh yeah, good point. Yes, you've encountered Nightbolt.
I have encountered Nightbolt
Yes.
Frici,
with his patented spider bat poke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frici, Macrudo are suggesting that perhaps you should wear a bit more because it might make you a bit safer from Dragonkin at that point.
Are you not familiar with the chainmail
Yes.
bikini principle, Meki?
Weapons of mass distraction.
Also, I've seen that cartoon in Dragon magazine. Fortunately, I was wearing my armor at the time. Just
Yes, I
just
love that one.
arrows sticking out of all
Yeah,
of the
the
bikini.
traditional chainmail bikini, and just arrows sticking out of the bikini and
Oh,
totally
yeah.
untouched on the whole of the rest of her.
Absolutely.
Fishy, it
It's-
says you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm
Why
looking
is
at
the game lying
what's on
to
the
us?
board.
Nasty things and Nitebytes.
Oh yeah, because
Oh, good.
you get to pick any place and go directly there, don't you? Because
Yeah.
you did the thing last time.
Yep, any
well,
card.
I can go to anywhere where there is a card, I think.
Anywhere there's a place card specifically.
Yeah.
Place.
Unfortunately, there are no
That
good.
1-2
place cards
spaces,
anywhere on the board.
1-2 spaces anti-clockwise from you would be good.
Yeah.
Again. It's hot stuff.
And there really isn't anywhere on the board that I actually want to go to.
That's a different thing.
Yes, looking at the
Interesting one.
evil burning
What
city, I
is
now want
the
to just
House
go
of Wisdom?
Doublegate Drive.
You can buy a spell
Ah,
of the turn.
yeah, drawing
It's the House
spells.
of
Right,
Starry
yeah, okay.
Wisdom.
We'll go to the House of Starry Wisdom then.
Yes, it's actually Cthulhu Catalysts.
You can.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to encounter a
To be fair-
scale when I got
to be
there, which
fair-
I wasn't looking for, so I didn't know.
To be fair, if Fishy braided his beard a bit, he could probably do quite a good Cthulhuid. Look, if he
Yeah.
Dragon's Fire.
I'm looking at that. and that's
Dragonspire
gonna
will
need
remain here for the
some
rest of
heavy
the game.
conditioner.
Roll one die. You may add one to the score for each dragon scale in this
Oh,
region, and for
fuck.
each dragon scale you have.
Interesting.
Oh my
Well,
god! Move to the Crown of Command!
If you get 22 or more, yeah, it'll be fine. Oh, well done.
However, Fishy rolls a 1.
Dragon Rage!
Yes.
You can add all
how
into
am I
where
doing
you
on
get
fate at the
potential.
moment? Not too bad. I think I may re-roll that one. Although, to be honest, I've still got to get a 6 to be able to.
Yeah.
You have that
Because I
option
think
to
I've only
add.
carried
You have,
one. I think I've only
you
got
have-
one scale, haven't I?
You have the option to add one to the dice, which
Yeah.
will let you add
Wait,
more, but I don't know how many times
How
it will
do
let
I
you do
tell how many scales I've got?
that. It will show you if you click on
You
your name.
have.
None.
If you look on your inventory,
If you look in Nitebytes or Druttercup's name, you'll see that they have
you
between them 8.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yep, you have the Nitebytes because the
5.
More than 3,
Yeah.
as with everything else. That says plus 10 at the
Well,
top.
not his fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does say plus
So,
10 because
If I don't re-roll, I'm getting
There's
a
some
dragon
things in here.
token. Let's get a dragon token. What the hell?
Yay, dragon token.
nice. I think. I don't know. I don't know what these things do.
Oh,
You can
God.
trade a dragon token to avoid that specific Dragon King's Dragon Rage.
No, that's a dragon scale. That was just
dragon
one
scale.
token, same as you do at the beginning of every turn. So just
okay.
keeping the dragons up a little bit more.
And Valthrax is the Dragon King already.
Yes.
Oh, God.
So I think let me see. I think I want craft. I don't have enough craft. I'm just not crafty enough.
No comment. You're just an average man with an average life.
Bye,
Oh,
Frici.
right.
Interesting. Apparently, Frici has
Frici.
chosen to leave the game.
No, Frici.
Yeah, my game just froze.
So
we can
what,
tell.
basically,
We can tell.
Give it a turn or two.
But now I
and
have to go through my entire.
give it a
Turn
turn or
again?
two. The Dragon Priestess will be winning.
No. Yep.
Nitebytes will no longer be in the lead. Frici will come back.
Yeah.
These things happen.
They do. I am trying to relaunch the game.
This looks strangely familiar.
Yeah,
It does, doesn't it? It's weird. I bet this is a 1.
Hold
How
up.
did I know?
I had that as a fail. Does that qualify?
Add my plus 10.
Stays the
Go
same.
Varthrax thing. Go to the House of Wisdom.
Gain a craft.
Gain a craft.
Crash the game.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
End my turn.
Auroris has left the game. Next.
Six.
And the game does not accept keybinds. That's interesting. I can't click on it.
Oh.
Now I
Mm.
can. But now I see no online games. Fuck.
No,
Probably 'cause
it's
already
resumed
in
game
we're
flashing.
not playing online. We're all down to Auroris' place. Did you not know?
If you have resume game flashing, click on that one. If not, then
Nothing is flashing.
try go to the private game and type in
Yeah.
whatever I called the game.
I can't click any of that. All the 3 buttons are disabled.
Cool, well played.
It may be trying to bring you back in automatically.
It should be. If it's dropped you out, it might be trying to do that.
Or not, in fact. It's doing, in fact, us all. Right, okay, so, my go. Oh, fuck, that looks nasty.
Suffer
Oh,
the rage
Jesus.
of a dragon king.
Wow.
Do you have any followers?
No Varthrax. Jesus looks slightly different.
No followers.
Mummy.
I will join at the beginning of next turn, apparently.
Sweet.
Okay. What have I got?
Go to Talisman. Let's transition to the game again so people can see.
Okay. Oh, wow, I didn't roll a 2. I rolled a 4, which is 2 times 2. Excellent. So I can go to the nasty place and die, and I'm on 2 lives. Or I can go to the old Smeg, that's nasty, and die. Or I
have a
can
gold.
blow my only gold. Please don't hurt me.
You could try. Won't finish that sentence. Druttercup
Don't.
owns swords.
Hurt me now. I'm having
Yes.
such a good time.
And spent last night learning how to use a dagger. Don't push it.
That's a very good point.
I now know how to do hip throws. Who knew daggers involved so much wrestling?
I did.
I hadn't quite twigged. When you
Alright.
first play
back,
involves
by
this
the
is
way.
how you break the wrist.
Oh,
yes,
hi.
okay.
Nice of you to join us. So I can either go and attack. the
Indeed. Welcome
assassin.
back, Frici.
Yay!
Why has Frici appeared? So I can either go and get killed by a dragon scale.
It's not as effective as Nitebytes.
Wait, what?
Or I could go and attack an assassin, which seems like a
Given I ended up drawing a
losing
dragon
proposition.
token I went last time, I probably should have gone there and just drawn that dragon
I'm
token.
gonna go here, and I can't encounter a. Oh, I'm a werewolf. This is gonna go badly. I forgot that I was gonna encounter. the
Auroris
dragon token.
arrives at the woods.
Oh
So you go
dear.
down-
Realise
if you
this
go
has
down-
made a huge mistake.
Mistakes were made.
If you
If
go
you
down to the woods today,
you're
you better
utterly
go
fucked.
in disguise.
Oh look,
Oh,
one.
for fuck's sake!
Huge mistake.
Oh.
I forgot that I'm a werewolf, and therefore I have to attack the character. I was gonna fight the token so I could
You
get killed
did
that
that
way.
whole B-roll. I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why bother?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
oh bollocks.
Well
I
done.
forgot. Lycanthrope at
Well.
night.
On the upside, you're not a werewolf anymore.
Well, that depends.
Well,
I
it
think
depends
that's
indeed.
positive.
I've got a whole,
Nitebytes
I've got a
might
whole
get
bunch
an
of
item.
stuff.
Or he can kill you and get all items.
Yeah, I'll kill him and get those. Of course he will. Yeah, basically Map Riddle.
Except he can't, because he'd have to then re-land on the square, wouldn't he?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, but to be honest,
The entire game.
I'm full for items.
The entire
The only
game's
thing
been
you
going
could
his way.
possibly
Anyway.
have that I could take would be a piece of gold.
True. You're going to eat him, aren't you?
Oh, of course he is.
Yeah. Nitebytes is thinking, but really not that
We finally killed someone.
I killed someone.
hard. Yes, says the assassin.
There can
Kind of
be
image.
only one.
Well, Bob, we finally had a death. We had to wait a hell of a long time for it to go right.
And all of a sudden, I wish I was playing Blood Bowl again.
Yeah.
That's another game
Some-
that Drut and I have queued up for midweek multiplayer at some
Yes.
point. We need to play some Blood Bowl, but that is only 2-player, of course.
It is.
Does that mean that you're not going to whinge at me next time we play Blood Bowl?
Of course I'm going to win. You kick my ass.
Well, yeah. Mind you, I think Blood Bowl is
It's a
ideal.
fish's
We can
prerogative
have
to
people-
complain when losing, which basically means all the time.
What we can do, Fish, is we can set up the peanut gallery as commentators. Because
Yes,
it's such a long
perfect.
time per turn. We can have dodgy accents a go-go.
Okay, let's see what we get.
Must read some Beverly.
3 to 5. Roll 1 to the werewolf side.
Oh, good.
Let's roll this one and see what we get.
Gain a spell.
Gain a spell. That works for me.
Spells are good. I like spells.
We've noticed.
Everybody likes spells, unless they're receiving them.
Depends on what they're receiving.
What are these earth things you call spells? My last two got eaten by dragons.
That's what spells
It's
are.
fine.
Dragon food. Spells are dragon food.
I'm not bitter at all.
I kind of traded my last one into a point of craft when I came over here to the Houses of the Holy.
That card has had 3 different names so far, and none of them are its actual name.
Is it the House of the Rising Sun?
Yes. Very different kind of hole. Oh, that came
The
out
House
wrong.
that Love built?
Why will it not let me move to the inner region? How do I fight the Sentinel to move to the inner
You
region?
just try moving through it. When I
I
say
did
try,
that.
what I mean is you look at it slightly and it'll just move out of your way and out of horror.
It
Yeah.
only allows you to
Yes.
move on the places for some reason.
Yeah, you'd have to go to one of the valid move targets.
But my only valid move targets are in the outer region, but I should be.
Didn't
I rolled
you-
a 3.
Yeah,
My
I'm
first
not
Weird,
sure
yeah,
where
you
you
should be able to
Yeah.
enter. Yeah.
click on a valid space inside, and then it'll make you
Yeah.
fight the Sentinel together. That's how it's supposed
That's-
to work.
Yeah.
That's how it used to
I think
work,
the
I'm sure.
Sentinel's just gone, nope.
So-
I'm
That's
not.
insane.
There's no
One,
rule on the assassin or
two.
anything that says you can't move.
That's the thought.
Maybe there's a new house rule that says if you're utterly dominating and kicking everyone else's ass, you're not allowed to go near the central region.
Sounds reasonable.
No, it's all my abilities around assassination.
Yeah. But kind of in the
There's
name.
no cards in the effect, so...
Strange.
Huh.
Weird.
Go left, you'll put a dragon, you'll kill it off easily. Oh, maybe that's Mekridor suggesting that the dragon scale on the space is overwriting a sentinel because the red dragon is the dragon king currently, so you'd have to encounter...
Oh, entirely possibly. Yeah.
And maybe that's
Yeah, you can't
overwriting
encounter
it.
the Sentinel, you can only encounter the scale.
Oh.
That is broken. That shouldn't work.
Yeah.
No, that's...
Because that effectively, when there's a dragon scale there at the appropriate time, completely blocks off all access to the inner region, which is not what it's meant to do.
No,
Yeah.
that's broken. Bug report! Meanwhile,
Yep.
speaking of bug reports, my
That
current
that's
death
either a
command
bug
isn't
in the
working.
game or a bug in the expansion.
Mm.
Could be either, because I'm assuming that this expansion is another Fantasy Flight Games one that's been ported. I don't think
Adapted,
we've
yeah.
got any digital originals yet, have we? And Fantasy Flight are not known necessarily for their thorough and careful testing.
I thought they were known for their lack of thorough and careful testing.
They're known for making things very, very pretty and printing them on the best cardstock they can possibly get, and forgetting that there is supposed to be a game attached to that.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it.
There we are. Now my Rex command is
Which is why I'm a little worried about my Legend card game that should be arriving sometime in the next couple of days. Just hoping they haven't changed it too much. The more it varies from the original L5.
It was a 1. I wasn't going to not re-roll.
Well, no.
Frici.
Rampage.
I finally managed to get the def command to work 4 or 5 minutes after I actually died.
Yeah.
It's picking a random command from a file when I slightly
And you're
forgot.
still winning, even with the plus 2. Well done.
Snuggly death.
So, snuggly def. Yes.
Nope. I had a spell for that.
Oh, for God's sake.
Could you people just die?
There's an
Apparently
Apparently
there's an
not.
app for
I
that.
accepted my death. I accepted my death with good grace, reasonably.
Did you?
Well,
When?
no, but not because because Nitebytes was killing me.
Please
Anyone
don't.
else would
Oh,
have
for
been
fuck's sake!
Another 2. Oh, I know.
Drat is having a massive case of the terrible 2s.
Oh my giddy odds.
I'm racking my head now for words that basically mean spell that begin with app. So that I can create a character in something who casts spells and plays.
I've got an app for
I've
that.
got an app for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, God.
I'll fight him for you.
The
You
animation.
don't have to fight it. You don't have to fight it. You are. It says only.
No, I
you.
know I don't have to.
Oh right, okay.
I don't care.
Oh right, okay. I was just saying because you're a good character, you don't have to.
I do, but I've also got the hump. So,
Yeah, it's true.
that would be the Holy Dance then I'm using.
Fine.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
You bastards.
Ouch.
We'll put it this way: you don't have a cross and a blood smear across your character.
I
portrait
needed
right
a 3 or up.
now. Oh.
And I'm a
Just me,
faithless
or is the
wonder.
you lost noise, Drat, almost exactly the beginning note of the something bad is happening in King of Dragon Pass?
Oh God, yes, you're right.
It's been bugging me all the way through this.
Yeah. That's it.
I'm slightly amused by the apprentice mage.
It's interesting, guys.
I do like the Apprentice Mage. I think I've played them before. So you begin with you begin with one spell. You always
Him?
have at least one spell.
When
That's
the
not a him.
apprentice mage grows up and
Did I
becomes
say
a
him?
mage, are they allowed trousers?
No, I thought I said them. But yeah,
Possibly.
Yes.
perhaps one day. You always have at least spells. Oh yeah, and you get to fail miserably at everything. Conjurer, I don't think I've come across before.
I don't think I have either.
It's a very distinct card.
Oh, you would have
I mean,
come across them
that's it.
before.
Yeah.
You begin the game with one spell. You always have at least one spell. You may conjure whenever you encounter a space of instructions. You draw one or more adventure cards. If it doesn't already have an adventure card, you can move any face-up card to the same region to your space once per round. That's
Reference
interesting.
here purely for those people who know the Crit Juice, the old Crit Juice podcast, rather than the new Twitch streams. That to me looks like transgender Dajiki fan art.
It looks like the elf from the first D&D movie is cosplaying.
I'm going to go with the. Actually, what's the?
Yes, it
description?
looks like the elf from the first D&D movie is cosplaying a shadow runner.
Yes.
Or Dajiki.
I'm going to go with the Apprentice Mage because I like the Apprentice Mage.
And has that suitably worried
Nice.
expression.
Make it decide.
Yeah, 5 go mad in the central region or something.
Also, make it decide on both counts.
Yep. Do you remember about Fishy? We had that fun game with you where you got killed and repeatedly drew from Martyr. I think that was the game. I think that was the game you managed to get 11 on the death counter. Oh, sweet! First turn, I have Dragon Rage. Dispel one. Dispel one. Get rid of a spell you've literally just picked
Just
up.
picked up. That's
On your
gotta suck.
first freaking turn, and then just pick a new one. Yeah. On the plus side, I have
No spell
guaranteed.
for you.
I have full-time guaranteed protection against Green Dragon. What's his name?
That's true, yeah.
Yes.
Gaelic cannot get you.
Because I will always have at least one spell, so
I
that helps.
thought you had guaranteed full-time protection against success.
That's also a
Yeah.
thing.
Which one of us is sat on one life?
Not me. I'm fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
but why is Auroris not sat on one life? Because he died.
Well,
Hack
yeah.
you up.
Oh.
The only
I'm
way
back.
for me to play the Valkyrie now is just to go kamikaze and just leap in on everything.
I'm not sure what you have to do in a past life, actually, that karma makes you come back as an apprentice mage.
Oh,
Well-
that's what I missed. Whenever you draw a spell card, you may draw from the top of a discard pile instead of the top of a spell deck. I forgot that. Which is why it was giving me those weird giving me an extra option, which I completely ignored because I wasn't thinking about it. Now I have to remember what spells people are casting. Right,
Oops.
it's fine.
Fish, does this mean he needs to end every turn by getting knocked out? Because he is an apprentice
he does.
mage.
Yeah. Wish I could figure out what I did with the first book.
Right, good start.
Because I own
Yeah.
the
That's a
whole
good
thing.
start, yeah.
Never read the
I
whole
did
thing.
it.
I want to go back and reread it now, and I
Yeah.
can't find the first book. I can only find
I
two.
did. I read the whole thing.
Yeah, I never did.
Yeah. And it was to see how many times the guy could lose consciousness in the space of a trilogy.
Hmm.
It
Quite a
was
few, I'm
literally
guessing.
It's a fail counter.
every single chapter ended with him getting knocked out in book one. It was ridiculous.
Oh,
It
God.
wasn't every chapter. It was only every couple of chapters.
The spell wouldn't have helped Macquidor. Wrong type of fight.
Having the wrong fight.
Do you have any hold drakes or only carry on drake?
Jesus Christ.
Ain't no use in crying when you're
No.
flying Dragonair.
Wait.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Let's set the spell.
God. Suddenly a missed turn looks like a dream of bliss.
Congratulations, Fishy. That's quoted.
Which fishy quote did you quote?
Which one did
Do you have any
quote?
hold Drake or only carry on Drake?
Okay. So Mr. Drake is not even here to hear it,
Alas.
but he will be happy that I am once again able to play Siege.
That's great.
And my old bosses will be happy that I'm now able to play PUBG.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. That prayer book, just based on the look of it, looks like it should say no evil characters. Just looks.
I was thinking
That's okay, I can stop
it
being
should
evil.
say De Vermis Mysteris.
Yes. Have
So
you not
actually-
seen
Yeah,
the
I did.
tentacles?
On the button.
Precisely.
Can't buy a damn thing. Haven't got any money.
I did very much see the tentacles.
Apparently my Valkyrie's taken the vow of poverty. I haven't had any money since turn 2.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Malcolm.
That's the Innsmouth Beach Boys, wasn't it? Sound like...
Fisher, you'll be delighted to know you have about 14 quotes in my lot.
Yeah.
One of these-
Bloody hell, Becky.
game.
Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen
That's
here.
ridiculous.
That was a very painful game for
I
me.
glanced away. I look up. Nitebytes wins. All right. Okay.
Moving on.
You
Oh,
get
he's
used
doing
to
it again now.
Oh, you feel free, mate.
I said I'd come and get it for you.
Yeah, cheers. Appreciated, actually. I just now. Oh, for God's sake!
Oh, this is gonna be.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm dead.
Why for are you dead?
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
maybe
So
I'm
far.
not.
Didn't force Dragon Rage on you. Yeah, one of these days, Frici is going to send me really simple and detailed instructions on exactly how to make.
Oh,
Things appear.
screw that for a game of Tiddlywinks. Okay, so my choices go to the horrible place of horribleness.
Or
Let's go to the Goblin
of you.
Sapper. Escape
Excuse
to
me.
the outside.
Goblin Zapper's just a.
Yeah, it's kind of pathetic actually.
Yeah. You don't have to fight it though.
Goblin sappers are fine for so long as you don't happen to have a goblin around.
Or I just yell
I'll be right back real quick.
Geronimo and take 3 cards into the shower.
you know you want to do it.
Yeah, I do actually. I
Mhm.
really, really do. Yeah, I think we're in the.
I do believe you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I think she did.
Oh, I have cards I can use. What cards can I use? No, I can't use anything in there just because I can use the the bag of holding.
Mhm.
I
Just
do
because
believe
you
Bring it.
myself
can
a cup
doesn't
of tea.
mean you should.
What happens if you die
Mark
carrying
it.
a bud of holding? Does everything inside automatically stay inside it?
Yeah, you lose basically all items. I think they all get destroyed.
Ah.
Randomly draw 4 Warlock quests. Oh, great.
You've
Oh.
managed to just pull 3 cards, none of which are killing you. What is wrong with this game?
I'm back. What am I missing?
Druttercup's just pulled 3 cards and none of them are killing her.
You have
Nice.
no idea.
Ceases will never wonder.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll have the winter oil. Except I've got no cash. So, you know,
Uh-oh.
never mind. Oh, that's the market though, so never mind. Right, bollocks to that then. And then, yeah, what the hell? There's one card for the physics, enchantress, game of strength.
I've just decided, Drat, that I need to run a one-shot of that fantasy RPG that's set during a mythical Roman Britain.
How am I not dead? Hang on. What? Hang on. What have I got in my bag of holding? Because can I stick the oil in my bag?
You probably can.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yes, I can. Okay, that's cool. Yes. You basically, if you kill me, you can't steal my bag of holding. You can't steal what's in my bag of holding.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
You can't pickpocket an extra-dimensional space.
That's outrageous.
However, I could kill you, you'd drop it on the square, and then I'd come back and land on it.
Well, yeah, there's that.
There's that.
Yeah, what with you having just 1 life and all.
Mhm.
What does that do?
What does this button do?
I don't know.
The
What does
fire
that-
thing means they're immune to being set on fire. So if there's a lot of Fireland stuff going around burning cards, any card
Right.
which has that Fireland...
Or if you happen to
icon-
land on the city thing that I kept landing on in the outer region there.
I was just sat here mouthing one. Because Fishy
Whoops.
has dropped to the Reaper roll.
This is gonna
So many times.
This is going to be...
Go on then. Roll it, bitch.
Oh, you vicious
Oh,
person.
damn.
A dice
Oh.
battle with the Grim Reaper. Well, I'm doomed then.
I thought I put you
Fishy
in
dices
charge.
with death.
And Death goes, "Oh, you need all of those."
You
At
may
least you got a
reroll
double.
1 die. No, fuck that.
Yay.
Excuse
Nice.
me, Reaper. Swivel on it.
Love it.
Right.
Oh, right. Oh, good. I was going to say,
Okay.
half expecting you to roll a 5 at that point and just send it after me. As if I haven't been killed enough in my first turn.
I drew 3 cards and didn't die. How?
Miracles do happen.
With... Right. Roll the dice. Oh, great. 1. Who's king? Let's not go to the left. Pretty simple choice there. Not going
I
that
think
way.
you could be right, Meki. I think there's actually a small Drutty doll on Fishy's desk, and he's got Pippin sitting on it.
And you're fighting a farmer.
No, I'm not. I'm missing a turn. I don't want to fight a farmer with strength 3. Will just hit me and it'll be
I don't want to
irritating.
fight a farmer.
Also, that does qualify as a plus fail, so let's do that.
Is fight a
One
farmer
more.
anything like build a bear?
Absolutely.
We need to fight a farmer workshop.
Yes.
Let's just put this back here so that it's in close proximity to fishing next time.
I have respect for farmers with pitchforks. I've read The Witcher.
Not actively send a werewolf after me because I'm not that desperate to die again. That quite so soon.
Dragon Age, which I will ignore because
We are on
mechanics.
round 40 of 50 at the moment, by the way. So we have
Dear
about
God.
10
Ooh.
rounds.
So currently, Nitebytes is winning, obviously.
What we're saying is we have 10 rounds left to kill Nitebytes, yeah.
I love how all of a sudden it's let's kill
Should you
Nitebytes.
choose to
Yep.
accept it?
Suddenly, I'm sorry.
This game
Okay.
will self-destruct in 10 rounds.
Yes, up yours Harpy, I think is the technical term.
There you go, drop. Oh, yes.
Nice.
Why Harpy? We've been saying up yours Harpy for years, but
don't
why
know.
Harpy specifically? Where did it come from?
I have no idea.
Probably from playing Talisman back in the day.
It's possible, yeah. It's got to be that or D&D, but I
Yeah.
don't know the circumstance off the top of my head.
I have no idea where up yours Harpy came from.
Yeah. I've just realised I'm not the craftiest on the table. Drat has more
Yep.
craft than me.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Yes.
And in a
I
fight, and in a
wouldn't
fight
say
between the
that.
two of you, who are you expecting to win?
Yes.
What do I have by way of tokens? Craft of 2. Right, I need to kill something with a craft of 5 or more.
Oh my god, he's shopping for enemies. Yes, I need some more craft, but I couldn't eat a whole one.
Is that where we go for craft singles?
Yeah.
Ouch.
I set him up, you knock him in. He's going to go and
Very-
stamp on the fairy.
I think what happens
I am
is
good and sweet and nice and always have been and did not change alignment when I saw you coming.
Of course you didn't.
that would be outrageous.
It would be
Absolutely.
very nice if you were to give me a thing. What thing would I like? I think I would like a crafty thing.
Oh, God.
It's good, this, isn't it? It's like you look down the list of people. You've got Frici green stats and a bit of red. Fishy green stats and red. Nitebytes just Nitebytes. Druttercup green stats with some red. And then you look at me. I'm just white, complete vanilla character. Oh, I've lost some life and some
Yes.
fate as it happens.
You're death vanilla.
Oh.
Nitebytes has just decided
Nitebytes remembers he's playing Talisman, which is actually a game.
he's decided not to win on points.
Nobody's looked at his stats and thought, you know what? I've got a chance at this.
You know
Yeah.
what? Fuck
Yeah, what
us.
the hell? Go
And
for it.
it's a centre region that I've not seen before. I want to see what this is going to do.
I can't actually remember what it does. I didn't.
Anybody got a drum roll queued up?
You draw a card from the dragon deck every time for every step.
Oh, crap.
It also goes.
Oh, what a shot!
First time you draw one card, then you draw 2 cards, then 1 card again.
I
So
wouldn't
this
go,
every time.
probably,
I wouldn't
however,
go right
given your
Druttercup.
current specs, does mean that you get to trade in trophies and level up roughly every square.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yes.
I wouldn't go right Druttercup.
Not necessarily. There are some very nasty craft dragons in the
That's true.
Crap, do I want to encounter the scale when I have nothing resembling life?
Oh,
That's
you
true, your
also
craft is only high, not
get
ludicrous.
thrown back
Yeah.
1 step every time you lose.
That makes sense.
So if you don't have good stats in there,
Oh
can be
my
very, very
God.
painful.
On the
Good
castle.
grief.
Draw
No.
4 cards from the Dragon King's deck and place them face up on the castle. Discard any effects without resolving their events without
Then run the hell away and don't go near the castle.
castle. Yes, but
It's
don't
no
go
go
near
near
way.
the castle.
Actually,
Yes.
there's already a Shadow Dragon there, so I'm sure it won't be too much of a problem.
That's a game that I would love to get some people together and play on stream.
Yeah.
Labyrinths and Lycanthropes.
Oh my God.
Out.
I would get
Definitely
shot.
don't go close to the castle.
Where's Nitebytes? We'll just get him to tidy it up. It'll be fine.
Fish, I would so get shot for using that accent with the lizard men. All my lizard men are
Oh,
incredibly
those lizard
camp.
men were great.
They turned up as hairdressers. They turned up as as theatrical set designers,
Oh, dear Lord.
interior decorators, and that's what I rolled. That wasn't me making it up. That was just what I rolled. The monsters
Here's
in
a
my
scene.
labyrinths and lycanthropes were very, very strange.
10 rounds.
I
Oh,
don't play
yeah.
24.
oh look,
Frici could beat me.
Frici has a chance of winning.
Frici always has a chance of winning. Frici wins by default. Nitebytes is just taking advantage of exceptional
that's-
circumstances.
Yeah.
Wait,
You and I, Auroris,
why
can have
am
our
I
own
choosing
competition for
card on
last
the board?
place.
Yeah. What? So
Yeah.
Fishy? I skipped a turn because I thinged drunkenly.
I have just managed to go 2 turns on 1 life without having a fight. I
Oh,
don't
that's
quite
why
know
I'm choosing
how.
card on the board. They had a flipper token.
See now,
Yes.
I'm now pondering the validity of my actually having stepped into the inner region, because I could win this by not doing that.
All you really need to do is stall.
Yeah,
Yes. Zakaris, hello.
I
Good
kind of
evening.
want to see what the middle region plays out like.
Stall, flood it, you know.
Hey, Zach. How are you, my friend? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
Ooh, drink it.
I used to have a
Zakaris, hello, good evening.
Then I died. Mechrido wants you to keep moving forwards. Nitebytes seems like a not reasonable.
Oh, of course he does, yes.
To be fair, we're all just hoping you get killed at this point. So
I've got to be
yeah,
honest.
pretty much.
I'm going to keep going through anyway, because I can't win
You
the
wanna
game
see it, yeah.
in here because there's not enough turns left.
no.
But I want to see what this throws at me. I've never seen this before. I
Yeah,
kind of
this
want to
is
see
new.
it.
new to me as well.
Well,
It'd
if
be nice to
nothing-
see.
Well,
Yeah.
if nothing else, the dragons all have 5 health, so you're never going to get to the. But yeah. let's
If I
go.
roll a 1, I can
Not
pick
all
up all
dragons
the
have 5
shit.
kills.
Yes, they do. Well, the
somebody
5-3
dropped.
Dragon Kings do.
Oh, you mean the Dragon Kings? Yeah,
Yeah.
they do have 5 kills. So that means 5 turns, which we do not have.
Indeed.
But it'll take me more than the 10 turns remaining to get to the
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Treasure chamber.
That's what I mean.
Then again,
You need
Frici
a
will
couple
probably.
of spells to give you extra turns.
Frici's good at finding those spells whenever he wants them, so.
That would be a nice option actually for this game on the fixed turn limit, to be able to vote for an extra, say, 5 or 10 turns
that
on
would.
Oh, that
universal
would be
agreement.
decent,
That would be cool.
Yeah, to let you, when you're in a position like this, let
All
it
you
round
really
out.
need is for the host to be able to adjust the turn limit on the fly. And
I
then
know, I was
Yeah.
just
handle
thinking
the
slightly
vote.
That's-
something
yeah,
a bit more
that'd be good.
democratic.
Would be much easier to implement as well.
It would. But
I'm
it
doing
makes it
well,
open
but-
for unscrupulous hosts.
I'm
Oh yeah,
winning.
but an unscrupulous
One
host,
turn
you just
left.
throw things at and refuse ever to play with again.
Yeah.
It's
life works.
tricky online. Not the refusing.
Only the
to play
throwing
with it.
things part.
Yes.
Okay, so I can go over there where I'm guaranteed to meet the dragon scale, or I could go over there where I'm guaranteed to meet the dragon scale.
Yeah,
Decisions.
sounds good.
decisions.
I suggest going over there.
Let's go and fight a dragon in a chasm.
Would you not want more maneuvering?
Sounds
room?
good.
Is the dragon in the chasm like the cat in the hat?
It's a lot like yes. I do not
Dracoplasm?
like these dragons,
Oh.
Sam.
Nice.
Choose 2 dragons from any region and discard them.
Oh.
Ah.
Nice.
Someone's finally
That's
pulled
a
a
great card.
Yay.
Okay, where are there some
It's finally
dragons?
night.
Oi, Barthrax, he said he stole your pint.
Oh, it's so nice to hear that you're working with Shibu today.
And now I
Hopefully
have
we get
Englishmen
good
on
results from
holiday
that.
stuck in my head.
Let's see, we've got a shadow dragon and a gilded dragon there in the same region as me.
Yeah. The Shadow Dragon's nasty.
Yeah.
And the Gilded Dragon's kinda nice.
You pick
Both
two.
are nice,
You
actually.
can pick 2, so.
Yes, you may as well have
Yeah,
them both.
take 'em
Yeah, I
both.
can only pick one at a time, so I have to. Despite the fact that they're on the same space, I can't just
Yeah,
click
take
them
2
both. I've
dragons
got to
into the
pick
shower.
one, tick it, and then do the other one.
That seems like an oversight.
And now we move the Reaper.
Oh boy.
Because it's me and I rolled a one.
Don't
Yeah,
you fecking dare.
I can send the
No,
Reaper to
okay.
attack the werewolf,
Interesting,
apparently.
It's nice. Oh,
That'd be
interesting that
interesting.
you cannot send it to Nitebytes.
Disappointing, really, isn't it? Apparently,
That-
there is
that-
no,
that-
Send
would
the
be-
Reaper to go and sit down a hole for a
there is
while.
no death. There is no death in the inner region.
Sting, where is thy death? Yes, okay.
Love that song.
Yes. Oh god.
Well,
Mythic
explain the
Multiplay,
game.
one of your better ideas, Fish.
Fishy, would you like to do the explanation of yourself because you have way more experience with it than any of us here?
Oh boy.
And a better way of
Right,
explaining
this
stuff.
is this is Talisman, which is the digital version of Talisman, which is a board game originally released in the 1980s by Games Workshop, the people who later produced Warhammer and now are known for nothing else. The idea of the game is we all start out fairly wussy and wander around the board trying to improve our strength and craft and find suitable followers and items to make us tough enough to try and get
the AI
into our
for
board. In the center of the board, we're actually playing with this with a variant board. It's not the usual one. The usual one has the Crown of Command in the middle, and the idea was that you would try and get the Crown of Command, which you would then use to force the other players to submit to you so that you became the winner. There are different endings available, however, with various expansions. But the idea is basically just move around, fight things, get as tough as you can, and when you think you're tough enough, go for the center and try and win the game. Very rarely does it last long enough to go for the center because we tend to play to a set number of turns because the game is very, very long. So it's then just done based on score at the end of that amount of time. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of backstabbing involved.
Especially with
Dropping
the assassin.
A lot of backstabbing.
You're playing an assassin, of course you fucking love backstabbing.
Right, draw an adventure card. Move 1 space per turn plus an additional space for every enemy you kill.
You could get to
Okay.
the
Oh,
end.
yeah,
You
they
could
do
get to
that.
the end then.
You can get to the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Varthrax Warlord. If Varthrax is the Dragon King, add 3 to the cultist attack roll.
Which
the
makes
horror.
him almost half as tough as you.
So in normal play, as you move around, when you land on spaces, you draw a card to see what's there.
I can auto kill without having to
Oh
assassinate.
my god!
We'll take the auto kill.
Nitebytes is officially extracting the micturation.
I'll trade a trophy.
However, that ends
Right.
your turn.
The
Trade
trading
trophy.
trophy
Kept
rule
drawing.
is quite simple. When you kill things, you get to keep that card as a trophy, and at any point on your turn, you can trade in 7 points worth of trophies for an increase in the appropriate stat. So if they're creatures you fight on strength, they boost your strength. If they're creatures you fight on craft, they boost your craft.
To the practical extent, however, this does mean you're wandering around with a dirty great sack with corpses in.
Sack full of corpses.
That's good,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Seems
don't all
reasonable.
adventurers wander around with a sack full of corpses?
That's basically what
My
I do,
paladin
except
does in D&D.
well, I use a car boot instead. So it seems-
Well, adventurers are basically murder hobos.
Yeah.
Right, remind me what the Brass Horseman's like.
The
It
Brass
was-
Horseman lets you move, instead of rolling,
Yeah.
lets you move to a
You
face up.
teleport to any card, yeah.
Something on the board that you want.
It will kill you.
Like, for example, if
But
there's a
it will
space
kill
where
you.
somebody died and dropped all of their neat stuff,
There's a Firelands token
Yeah.
on that. There's a Firelands token on that space. If you go there, you
It's
will die
also,
before you
I'm
get to use
good
it.
at the moment,
Picky.
so
Yes.
you.
Yeah, you need to go there on the dragon instead.
Doesn't matter. The Firelands will take effect before you can encounter the scale. So if you go to that token, that square, you will die instantly.
you will die.
Which is what you
Just
have
out of
been trying to
interest, I
do
don't think
for
any
the
of
last
us have
several
it.
turns.
But there is actually a Warhammer 40,000 themed version of this game as well.
Bundle!
Horus
There is.
Heresy, if I remember rightly.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, there is. There is the Horus Heresy.
I don't have it. But
Well played.
2 rounds.
Wow.
For 2 rounds, characters draw 2 dragon tokens at the start of their turns instead of only 1 dragon token. Then
Oh boy.
Nice.
Nice.
The reason I'm laughing is I'm
Things
on
like the
God
dragon
Life.
tokens, by the way, are all from expansions. The vanilla
There
game
is.
is much
Yes.
simpler. At some point, we're going
The-
to do a stream of just the basic game so that we can point people to it and say, this is...
Yeah, we should do that
We need to
at
do
some
it.
point again.
We'll do that next time. I think we do our thing.
Yep.
That's
Maybe we should just
A back
dedicate
to
a month.
basics talisman stream so I can use my back to
Normally,
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Druttercup's-
R.I.P. Drat.
nice.
Druttercup has
not
finally
quite
died.
sure. I'm
and
not quite sure what killed me, to be brutally honest.
It's- yeah, I'm not sure.
Fire, it was a fire token.
Finland
I
token.
think it was a Firelands token. You killed us
There was
and
a
you
fire
screwed the
token
rest of
by
us.
the
You
side.
screwed
It
the
was
rest
at
of us
this
over.
moment that he knew
Yep,
he fucked up.
Okay, give me a second here.
I chucked
Nice.
you all
Not
under a bus.
normally, you do not die permanently. You get a new character at the next turn. But there is a house rule where you can turn an option on and it will kill you permanently for the game.
Yeah. It's like an Iron
Which
Man
we
kind of
quite
deal. Once you're
frankly-
dead, you're dead.
What, you get to
In the
annoy
original
people incessantly.
physical board
being
game,
self-righteous.
it was the
Yeah.
other way around, and there was a house rule that let you could draw a new character if you died.
Yes.
Yeah,
And later on, it became just standard that you would draw a new character if you died.
because games of
But,
Talisman tend to
originally,
last
they were
so long.
usually played to last man standing rather than who got the crown of command.
Way up, heads up.
I mean, I don't think the digital version. I've played any game of this to the point where someone got to the Crown of Command.
First
No.
game did. First game we
I
played
have
it,
played to the Crown of Command on a fairly short game.
which is when we discovered that it didn't have any kind of endgame condition. So as long as your
No.
opponent was still alive, the Crown of Command did bugger all.
Yeah. It's particularly unpleasant where you've got things like lycanthropy there that has the option to heal you.
Yes, it
Yeah.
can take
If you can
quite a
keep
long
healing, the
time.
Crown of Command doesn't do anything, effectively.
Yeah.
And roll a die for the werewolf.
Like it.
AI don't count Macquaridor. We noticed
Doesn't
that
count.
because we know that because Nitebytes managed to conveniently use the AI to gain massive advantage.
It was not a massive advantage. You're just a sore
He
loser,
already had
Laura.
massive advantage. He
Exactly.
just got a tweak through the AI.
I'm just happy that I was able to chuck a grenade in and then kick the door shut behind me as I wandered back to Valhalla. I'm a Valkyrie. I'm kicking back with enough beer to sink a battleship.
Just
Okay,
off to
that's
party with the Einherjar.
strange.
Bye,
Oh,
Fishy.
hello.
Fishy has chosen to leave the game.
Oh,
Thanks for playing.
fishy,
Is she?
fishy, fishy, fish.
Fishy go crashy.
Yeah, interesting.
Nice.
Oh, at least you're still there. So
Yeah.
I'll
it's
wait
crash,
for
not
you
Laz.
to.
Rejoin.
At my end... Oh, there it goes.
It hadn't crashed yet.
No, it still hasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I found that Talisman, once it's crashed, can take a while to actually
What?
finish
Yeah.
crashing.
What it has done at my end is it's kicked me out to a single-player game.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
completely
surreal.
close it and open it up again.
Yeah.
Then
that-
tell us when you join in, so I can continue
Yeah.
with the turn.
That's
yeah.
the how it should have ended version of this.
Oh
So
dear.
let
So
me
not
just
only
quit that and then rerun the
did
game.
I force
to be
you
on the
guys to
safe
draw
side.
multiple dragon tokens, but obviously I
killed
have
Fishy.
psychically knackered Fishy's game.
Did you just call me a psychically knackered fishy?
It's good to know that the process has caused you to realise this. I feel we've made a real breakthrough there. Oh, he didn't like that, did
No,
he?
he's just going to let me back in.
I think we've driven off Sakaris.
Oops,
But Macquaridor has a
scared
point.
him.
Macquaridor has a point. We should just get Fishy to record his basic explanations.
Okay,
of all of the
catch
games
you
he's
around.
played regularly.
Yeah.
Thanks for popping by.
Bye, Sakaris.
Have fun with whatever
Bye,
you play.
Zakaris. Well, I'm going to go back to my stream at least and highlight Fishy's explanation of how the game works.
That's
Because it's
good.
far, far more eloquent than I could do it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
I think I may have got the name wrong, trying to go in as a private
It's
game because.
MW
hang on, I've got a
space-
resume available to me there.
It was
One
MW Multimess, I think.
I think
Yeah.
it's MW Space.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
both space as well. Yeah, MW. Sorry,
Yeah, that was
MW.
it. Was the space that was fritzing me last time.
Capital M, capital W, space, capital M in Multimess.
Oh, this is
And we still don't have a fishy tank either.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh.
It's quite pleasant music this game has, though.
not.
It's
doesn't
kind of
seem to be liking
Vangelis-y.
it. Let's go back to the menu and start it and try again.
It took ages to
Yeah.
pick up.
I'll be
Okay,
right
I mean,
back. I'll play
I
one.
haven't had a "you will rejoin" message, but I think I should be going to.
No, you're not trying to. We would have gotten a message saying you're trying to rejoin.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay,
we haven't
something
yet.
has gone horribly wrong. I'm going to actually exit the program again then,
I found
Yeah,
that sometimes you have
okay.
to.
because it seems to think it's
I'll
trying
be
to
right
rejoin.
back right away.
I have
Won't
found
be
that
long.
occasionally you have had to actually completely exit Steam
Oh, that'd be fun.
and then
Yeah, fun,
just
fun.
reload
Fishy
it
is
again.
now playing Talisman Digital Edition.
Good to know.
Laz has got the
No,
better.
that's a
fantasy.
typo.
You'll be able
There's
to get
supposed to be a
back in.
T in that, not a W.
I think at the
I
moment
mean,
Fishy
I've got
is
a
great.
resume MW Multimess here. But this time it's actually doing something.
There we
Last
Hey.
time
go.
it
Fishy is
just
waiting.
didn't
to
want
be
to know, no
joined.
matter how many times I pressed the button. This time it's
Yep.
working. I will rejoin the
yeah.
game at the beginning of the next turn.
I'm just
So-
weirded out. My Druttercup is waiting to be joined. Oh, is she? Oh yeah,
What?
because died.
Yes.
I did it.
So when Frici gets back, we can carry on. Woohoo!
Damn it, Frici. This is like the longest AFK he's ever taken.
Yep. Any minute now, this is going off into Duel of the Fates in my headphones.
I'm finally back.
Nice to join us. Minor
And
unrelated.
A lot of the music in this game I do
Time
find
to join.
quite reminiscent of other pieces.
Yeah,
Okay.
There are times where I
So-
find the music reminiscent of Diablo.
Yeah.
slightly, yes.
I tend to think Torchlight rather than Diablo because Torchlight
Yeah.
is very reminiscent of Diablo, and I think the version on
Same
here
here.
is closer to Torchlight.
Fair enough. I haven't played Torchlight, so.
Love
you should.
Torchlight.
YouTube is
Torchlight.
nice.
Not got Torchlight from GOG. They keep giving it away.
I might have.
Indeed.
Yeah. Torchlight and
Um,
Torchlight 2 are great. The
Torchlight 2 is a
pets.
great multiplayer.
Yeah, the pets are great.
The thing you have to remember with Torchlight is that when Diablo 3 was in development, it basically had sod all of the people who made Diablo 1 and 2, because they were all off making Torchlight 1 and 2.
Agreed.
You
One
want
of us
out.
is enjoying the game.
Fishy!
Unrelated
A game,
note,
a game.
While we were waiting for Frici to find his way back to his computer, I took a brief look at the internet. Steam has now got digital gift cards.
Well, while you
Digital
look at that,
gift
Frici
cards.
came back, finished his turn. Now it's Fishy's go.
Yeah.
Right. Choose a space.
Digital cards is not a bad idea. Not a bad thing. Interesting
No,
one.
it's just about 10 years late.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't want to go to either of them. They're boring. Arena. You may summon one
Ooh.
character in this region to fight. That would be the region nobody's in, yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Really? Is there no one in your region?
No, because I think I'm...
I don't know. I can't see it past all the cards. But I think the answer is no, there isn't anyone in my region. And I've still
Fair
got
enough.
no money, so I still can't buy anything at this market. So, yep, that was a completely pointless turn.
Cool.
I see. I thought Drut was still in the middle region.
Put it this way. While
Drut's
fishing.
been dead before people's turns.
Oh yeah, Drut,
Well,
Drut
if the
died.
middle region is your religion's name for the afterlife, then yes, Drat is in the middle region.
Why the hell have I
Drut's
got to travel
migraine.
there? I don't want to travel there. Oh no. I see. Yes, it moves me, and then I do the travel to the square I'm already standing on.
Ah.
That's confusing.
So I just draw an adventure card. Mountain Dragon, Strength
Oh
8.
no, a dragon. It's so strong.
It makes a breath attack. Roll 1 die. If the result is equal to or higher than your craft, you lose 1 life. It will
Which you
remain
won't
here until it
because
is
you have
killed.
7.
That's wussy.
So, roll, no issue, auto kill.
Auto kill dragon, please.
Oh, God.
Trade trophy, please.
Gods. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm beginning to reconsider that whole increasing costs for trading in trophies.
See,
You
I told
think?
you. The Dragon Rider, that's an interesting. That's a very good character, very decent character.
What does
Let's
the
have a
Dragon
look.
Rider do?
Whenever you engage a dragon in battle or psychic combat, add 3 to your attack roll. If you defeat a dragon, you may capture it and take it as a follower. You may only have one captured dragon at a time. While you have a captured dragon, you gain the following benefits. You've got a fucking dragon!
So is this would this be where we start calling Drut Khaleesi?
Lee.
No, Liesa.
Yeah. Thank you. I will. Yes, it's lesser.
Do it right, thank you.
Yes, it's
Those
definitely
Dragon Riders
lesser.
were around 20 years before George R.R. Martin first picked up a pen.
Yep. And McCaffrey rules.
Fair enough.
After you roll the die for your move, you may add up to 3 to the score. You may roll 2 dice in battle and psychic combat and use the higher attack roll. Bloody hellfire!
Plus, you've
Yes.
got to have any
I
dragon
told you
setting with
it's a good
hyper-intelligent cyber dolphins.
Yes.
I like Dan McCaffrey's, but I've read the Crystal
I haven't
Singer.
read any of the Emma McCaffrey stuff.
I've read her
you're
Crystal
missing
Singer
out.
series. I haven't read the Dragon Rider ones, but I have read the Crystal Singer
The dragon books are great fun.
Becky has
Master
christened
Harper,
you Druttercup.
yeah. And Master Harper Robinson is one of the greatest characters ever created.
Well, when the Harpers are
by
a
Master.
rather large, well-known band of adventurers in the Forgotten Realms.
ones. Yes, they were upholders of keepers of justice or something. I forget exactly.
They're
what.
also
They're
In
a
the
secret
Perm books.
society.
Yeah.
in the Perm books. They're also technically just the people who educate the young. Honest, and they're not spies.
But in fact, they're a secret society.
Yes, they are.
Again. To be fair, you say just the people.
But they are
who
the Illuminati. Oh, Drut's
Has
gone.
chosen to leave the game.
Oh, for fuck's
We
sake!
didn't put a timeout or anything on this, did we? I'm pretty certain we had it turned off. But we
I've
normally
been
do.
hitting continue for the last minute.
Awesome.
It crashed
Yeah,
out.
but clearly it was kicking you out, which is why it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Clearly, my awesomeness is just causing the game to fall over.
That's
Right.
probably it,
Oh,
yeah.
sweet. Zombie dragon.
Oh, hello. Hang on.
It's, the
What?
game keeps crashing as a result of trying to assess Nitebytes' awesomeness. It comes up with something called a division by 0.
Sounds about right. Congratulations.
At least you wanna hear that the NPC went where you died and took all your items. So when you join back, you will have all your items plus a captured dragon with strength of 8.
Yeah.
Can we just...
Dragon Rider's doing pretty well.
Yeah, the Dragon Rider's doing awesome.
You remember that option for when someone disconnects, you just ban the AI from doing it? I'm starting to reconsider that again.
So, Drat has now used the AI to her advantage.
So,
For that.
On her
at the
first
moment,
Maybe I should
Frici's
drag
winning
you
this
the
because
game.
Drat and Nitebytes have both been disqualified for using
Whee!
the AI to their advantage.
Well, Steam crashed when I was going back into Talisman. So
Oh
So
no.
fun.
no, it's all right. It may or may not have let me in. It started out. Resume game is flashing. Okay.
Ah, that's a good sign.
Excellent.
It
Gimme.
hasn't let you in yet.
Let's
Oh,
go.
is she thinking?
It's a slow process.
Dragons are
Hmm?
real. I see
Oh,
them
shit.
fly out of the sun. Come on. Come on.
Oh, nice.
Am I getting a Drat is trying to rejoin?
Yeah, no.
Not that I can see.
Not that I
Well,
can see right
bollocks.
now, no. Who's Dragon King right now? Let's not go that way. Let's go up here.
Right now, Basax is the Dragon King.
Yeah.
Red one.
Let's not go on to that red space then, because that sounds like an unfun day. Let's go here, where I ended up drunk again. I think I might have a problem.
Yes, you do. You definitely have a
Alcoholic
problem.
mage. I see no way that can go wrong.
My name is Apprentice Mage, and I have an addiction.
Does that not sum up every apprentice mage ever in any book in the history of the universe?
Yes,
Most
pretty
of
much.
I thought that the poo emoji summed up every apprentice mage ever in any book in the history of the universe.
What deeply irritating. Never to be used by anyone
Yes.
over the age of 10.
Yes.
Europe, Bing, come on.
Two dragons.
Yes.
And I have to use the slipper dragon. Where
I'm
the
clicking
and I
on
only
the
have one
game.
option for the
Feckle
slipper
is
dragon.
happening. Right, bollocks duel. Okay. Yes, I want to quit.
Slip dragon. And
Right.
I have to use that. And roll the dice. And why does it center there and not in my character?
Is it just me, by the way, or does the apprentice mage, looking at the icon on the character card there, come from the Alfred Hitchcock expansion?
Yes.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Yes.
Got some kids. Come on. Right, okay.
Frici is thinking.
MW multi-mess.
With a space.
Not
Come on, Drat.
Come on. I've just had the diddly-dum. Come on.
Oh, that's a bad pull. You had to pull 2 tokens, so you
You
pull one, which
bastard.
makes you pull a.
Jesus.
It's just created a new table
Oh,
with that name.
right.
It did that to me, and then when I went back, exited Talisman completely and came back in, it actually worked after
I
that.
have just exited Talisman.
Yeah, it
Yeah, no, I had to
Just
exit
did.
Talisman twice. The first time I exited and reran Talisman, it created a new table. So I exited again, and the second time it actually let me rejoin.
Is it multi-mess with 2 S's or 1 S?
I'm pretty certain it's 2 S's.
But I think it may concatenate it on the list. If it's
That's possible. I'm not sure how long it would.
Come on. Come on.
Wouldn't it be nice if they dedicated an update to just bug fixing?
Wouldn't it be lovely?
It would be lovely.
I'm going to.
I
suffer
think
dragon
they
rage. Won't that be
decided
nice?
they asked for that and people decided, or rather people said no, please give content or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Let's not fix the broken stuff before we add more broken stuff, because that would be
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just?
But to be
Say
fair,
that.
the most
I mean, to be
broken stuff is the netcode. Other than the net, the game is quite well done.
Oh, it's
Especially,
quite well done, yes, except for the bits that don't work.
especially if you want to get from the outer region to the middle region when there's a dragon token belonging to the current Dragon King on the Sentinel, for example.
Oh.
Precisely.
Screw this weekend.
I
Not
think
a
that's a
already
game
have a
mechanic
talisman.
actually, not a broken
Yeah, I do
thing.
have a talisman,
But I
but
will
I
ask
don't
about
need
that.
That cannot possibly be intentional behaviour.
Come on. No, I think I am bollocks, to be honest, kids.
Oh, that sucks.
Quitting Talisman again. That's the 3rd or 4th time.
Try shutting down Steam completely as well.
Yeah, at least mine starts faster than Fishy's, for example. Right,
That's
out we go, and in we go. Fortunately, I'm not casting my desktop.
Do you want me to hang fire until you're good and ready, or?
If you could, that would be appreciated. I
Yeah.
should be able
Absolutely. I shall
I
not
should
start
be
my
in-
turn until I get the
have
word
an
from you.
entire hour on the stream in less than 10 turns, so yeah, why not wait?
Yeah, exactly.
This may be a little bit organised sounding
Yeah.
for us. But
But
going back to the earlier conversation, is it worth our while considering actually making a brief "What the hell is this game?" video
Yes.
for each of the games that we play regularly in something like midweek multiplayer?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most
Yes.
definitely.
Throw them up as a link in chat as needed.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, that is a good one.
That is a very good one.
Different person voicing each one, obviously. Because otherwise we may as well just have Fishy records them all.
Yeah. Which, you never know, might do me some good on the follow count, but otherwise,
Yeah. Come on. Oh. Are you working? You're not working? You see, I got all excited and that turned out to be
No,
like
then-
a-
nice to
How
do
much
a
was of
What
that?
is Elite Dangerous
Come on.
video,
Yeah.
can't we? Because let's face it, him and his map porn, everybody knows.
Accurate?
Come on. You know you want to. you
On a
bastard.
related, vaguely organisational note,
Mhm.
given that, as we've said, we've never played, apart from that one time you did, before I ever started playing the game, never played a game of Talisman to the end, and we want to play a vanilla game, would it be worth saying, for one, that we're putting it, this month of midweek multiplays, we're going to just do Talisman
Like, take your turn.
vanilla
Keep
board,
playing
Okay.
until we
one
finish.
vanilla board until we've actually properly finished the game.
Yeah, I think that's quite a good idea. Yeah, do it
Not
over
a bad
multiple,
idea, yeah.
multiple sessions rather than ending it with
Not
that
sure.
one night.
Which week, which month, or whatever we'd pick, or when we'd start it, because you still got your 2 months thing to online board games or whatever it was called.
Board game
Nice.
arena.
So might be
Okay.
worth, again, because we haven't played a vanilla game for quite a while.
Smuggling over.
Right. Sorry, Frici. I was keeping the redirection for exactly that moment.
That was not Fishy, that was me.
I said Frici.
Yes.
He did. I hate Fishy.
I heard both, to be fair, but I normally do.
Exorcist Blade.
Nice.
You may use your
Nice.
strength instead of your craft during psychic combat.
Yes.
Oh
it used to be an
my
Orcist's blade, but
gods.
I'll have that.
possibly an ex-Orcist's blade. As somebody who used to really hate orcs.
Then they met that one special orc.
I'm
one day.
gonna lose this game right now. And I'm not even mad because of that thing you do. You deserve to win with the thing you do. That's great, Knight.
No, clearly Talisman has decided that apparently I am not allowed back in. At all.
Oh, right, that sucks. Keep trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying. It now won't let me back to the main menu. I'm starting to have a bit of a sense of humour failure on this.
Oh dear.
So, since I'm doing this, I can save people getting, if anyone happens to be in my stream, which I don't think they are.
Oh, thank you for
Talisman
that.
is attempting to update.
What?
Great.
Oh, God.
That
So
does not
they've
sound good.
Updated it in the middle of our stream.
Please, Daddy, can I have the Mickey
So
back?
that's going to be a problem then, yeah, because if
you-
it updates, it's not going to rejoin.
Yeah, version mismatch.
No,
Yeah. Great.
that may be the problem.
That may be.
Yeah.
Indeed.
If-
Fortunately, my PC's fairly quick, so I'm just buzzing through and validating the Steam files just quickly. And that's validated.
I think my Mecridor's pretty much summed up the end of this game.
Yeah, that pretty much
Indeed.
covers it, dear.
Excuse me, Dragon Kings, could you move to the side and leave your crowns and Nitebytes in the way out of
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable about the mobs I might face in this last region now.
Henceforth, the Dragon Kings will be serving as Nitebytes backing singers.
Well, now, thank you for the image of a dragon in a nice little sparkly sheath number. Or possibly some kind of leotard made entirely out of bandages or something.
If there are any artists out there, we need that image drawn. Me with 4 Dragon Kings as backing singers.
Oh, if only
Yeah,
Manchester
we
was
do.
watching this.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh shit, do I need a talisman?
I'll be exporting. You shouldn't do.
Okay. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to get to
No,
the final
you don't
square
need
anyway.
it.
The space
Talisman
that you need a
anymore,
talisman
yeah.
for isn't on this board, so presumably, unless they've put
Yeah,
a
I guess
different
not.
space that needs a talisman on it.
I actually think this is the only
Okay.
board in which you don't need a talisman.
I'm not sure what happens on the other side because there's a flip side to this centre board. The Dragons has 2 possible middle boards.
Yes, it has a Dragon Tower and the Dragon Valley, but I don't think the Dragon Valley needs a talisman either.
Game of Talisman. Let's completely remove any reference to talismans anywhere except as a randomised member game.
Yep, Talisman has totally locked up now.
Oh.
That's quite good.
Bother.
Reboot. As a, at a
Let's
last
see if I
ditch.
can become a slimy toad
That's,
for 2 turns.
that's
Oh,
daft.
wouldn't that be wonderful if you
Nice
did?
try.
Damn it.
No, not quite.
I was going to say, if you
You're
get
going
the
to go an
toad,
entire game with no toads. This is not right.
This is just the game is just wrong. Well, as we said, if you manage to get the timing just right and you actually finish the game as a toad, we just double the death count to a grand total.
Oh, clockwise, starting with yourself.
Oh god.
All characters take 1 dragon scale from a draconic lord of his choice and place it on his space following the normal rules until all dragon scales on each draconic lord has been placed on the board.
Well, that's
And
interesting.
discard
Ooh,
the
nice.
spell.
So that resets for power play between them.
And it's
Half
still
of us-
saying draw an adventure card. Possibly if this isn't
Probably have
valid
to
in
draw-
my region,
It might not be. Also, you might have to draw 2
or
anyway.
possibly it's a 2 card. The Dragon
Yeah,
Speaker
it's
will
2
remain for the
cards.
rest of the game. Draw the top 5 cards from Dragon King's deck, place them on the... okay, fine.
Not bad.
Right, okay, so you've unlocked. These frustrating kids. I'm not
Okay.
in Asia. I promise. What the actual fuck is going on?
Well,
Good
that
choice.
leaves much of a choice to me.
I don't know.
Yeah, what will you choose?
It's a hard one. Change your mind.
Ironically
see what
enough.
it does.
Ironically enough, I would have chosen Vasex anyway.
And now Nitebytes gets to pick.
Right, put these
how
on top of the
Scrooge is.
adventure deck in any order selected. That would be interesting. 22 plus, move to Crown of Command. There is no Crown of Command.
Oh, I remember that.
Presumably that becomes
Hey,
go
Gigas.
to
Hey,
whatever is
Gigas.
on the space where the Crown of Command would be. And hello, Gigas.
Hey,
Monkey.
you guys.
You see, I can do my social media manager bit at the moment because, let's face it, I can't play.
Yes, we are approaching the end of a game of Talisman. In about 3 turns, Nitebytes is going to win. And it's the most disappointing game of Talisman we've ever had. Only 2 people have died, no one's been toaded. It's horrible.
It's not the most disappointing game we've had. It's actually been
Not for you.
It's been a pretty good game overall. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
it's
that's
also
true.
been one of the least stable games of Talisman we've played.
Yeah,
and
we've
that's
had
saying
more
true.
crashing and
I'm wondering
unpleasantness from the
Nitebytes
techie
Assassin
side.
is seriously kicking ass. He's
Oh,
got
hit
the
both of them.
of one strong character in each arm.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's because it's a resumed game.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, possibly.
Shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be making any odds whatsoever.
No, but I'm just wondering because it was fine
Shouldn't.
last week.
Important word,
Yeah.
shouldn't.
I'm just looking at the European server, which is giving me a 712 millisecond ping.
So, as Mekido says, since it's in another chat, hey Gigas, welcome to Dragons and Nitebytes mauling the other. Accurate?
Yeah, pretty.
Oh, then.
How you doing, Gigas?
So,
Good to see you, buddy.
Lose a life or fight a dragon.
Just in
Yeah.
case you want it.
Dragon it is.
Multi stream in there, although it's no longer accurate because Drats isn't streaming anymore.
Sorry.
It's not Drut's fault.
No, I didn't say it
There's
was
not
Drat.
all I can do
It's
about
my
it.
fault for not changing the multi-stream link after Drat stopped streaming. I just didn't think about it because
Yeah.
it was so close to the end
Please,
of the game.
please emphasise.
Oh, I love it when I have that auto lose button.
Yes.
I'd fight for you if I was there, mate. I'd fight for you
my,
if I could.
entire, my entire life is an auto lose button. Although
Oh,
This is my
Oh,
4th turn.
good successful by the way.
Sorry,
Gigas.
the world's smallest violin just dropped in. Just
This is my 4th turn. I've missed one of them and I've lost a life the other 3.
yeah, I
For
haven't
example.
even got to play my new character.
That's true.
I missed going to see Thor Ragnarok today,
Yes, so did I.
so that I could have my ceiling fixed
Oh.
and finally be able to stop sleeping on the floor,
Yeah.
only to not have my ceiling fixed.
Yes.
So not only did I not see the film, I'm still sleeping on the floor.
Yes, and you stopped me seeing the film.
That's much
The
worse.
whole point of going to see it today was to meerkat it. So yes.
You could have still gone though. It wouldn't have cost you any less because it's the same.
No, it would have cost me exactly the same, but then I'd have had to pay
Yeah.
again when I went to see it with you again.
Hmm.
I don't want to be in South America. Right, resume game just came up. If you're going to let me in for the last frigging turn,
come on, Drut. Finish the game with us.
trying, believe me. I'm clicking resume game,
Despite
which is
the
just sat there
English
pulsing.
Thanks.
It's not saying Drut is trying to join the game.
Yeah.
Trust me, Drutty.
That- Sounds
No,
like what
yeah.
I was having. I had the game appear in the list first
Yeah.
time out. They just would not could click it as much as I like, and it wasn't going to do anything.
Oh, it's not in the list. It's not in the list at all. I've only got
Deadwing, I
three
like
games.
Deadwing.
At least it sounds like a 20 odd millisecond
I'm
ping.
just trying to look through your list of things and I can't find it, Frici, because your inventory is so large.
I cannot evade dragons.
Roll 2 die.
Nice.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, Gigas, I hope your procedure went okay. Or the
Indeed.
procedure-
Yeah, I hope it went okay, Gigas.
I'm
Yeah, it's
guessing
in the
from
daily,
the
but not
enjoying
sure
some
you heard me.
scrambled eggs and toast rather than crying in a corner that it went over.
It
Good sign.
depends. It could be scrambled egg laced with codeine.
That sounds like me after the skin graft.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's in hospital.
Okay, we're meant to click there.
Come on. Give it to me and let me in.
Did I mention that I don't need to go to the wound clinic anymore?
Oh, brilliant.
Ah,
No, it was
good
kind
news.
of borderline last I heard.
Yeah, they've given me a stack of dressings. I can do all the dressing myself now. Yes,
Yeah.
I can dress myself. Apparently, there's only a small amount of the wound. I say apparently, I've seen it. There's not a lot of the wound left to actually close up, so
drink
they're happy
one
for me to sort it out
dragon
myself now.
Yay.
Oh, look at that.
This is it. I could potentially turn into a toad here.
Yay! Towed it.
This could be amazing.
If your
Except I
attack roll
can't
is
because
lower
my,
than the
strength
dragon's
is
attack
too
roll,
high.
oh my
Unless
god!
the attack roll refers to just the dice, but I don't think it does.
I think Talisman has updated between crashing and coming back
And
in,
we've
so
now
I'm
got
no
It's
It's
longer
entirely
crashing.
possible that there was a.
Damn it. Could you re-roll? Try for a lower score.
That's not happening.
There you go.
I can't believe you did that. I cannot believe you
I
did
cannot
that.
believe you did that. You still won. And you got toaded!
And you are a toad.
But I'm
We
still a
have
toad.
toadage.
Yay!
We have toadage.
I can't
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
believe.
hail the toadfish.
Yes, I can't believe that my achievement that just popped up on my most recent achievement on Talisman, that having quit out and just considering shooting it, reap what you sow. Can I just have the Mickey back because I feel that it has been comprehensively taken?
Grinipus Shaman, enemy cultist,
Wait.
craft 2.
Oh, why did you remove a fail?
If
Move
Grinipus
fail
is the
for Fishy
Dragon
just
King,
doing that.
add 3 to the cultist's attack roll. He will remain here until he is killed. And we get
Yikes,
a
gigs.
Wand of Terror.
Oh, Jesus.
You may use the wand when you are about to engage an enemy in battle or psychic combat. Roll 2 dice. If the score is equal to or higher than the enemy's strength or craft, move the enemy to any other space in this region. If it is lower, resolve the attack normally. Oh my god, there's another card.
I
You
think
can
we've
send
found
dragons
Mickey.
running screaming.
Spectral Dragon Craft 7.
Oh,
Before you engage in psychic combat, it makes a breath attack. Roll 1 die. If the result is equal to or higher than your strength, you must discard all your spells.
yeah, happening.
Right, yeah.
No, I took that fail off, firstly because Fishy actually did just re-roll the dice and managed to roll a 1 and got toadified.
Why do I have an
you have
auto?
auto loot.
Use strength, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
Oh, you remembered that.
Oh, good.
It's a shame, really. Naturally. Fuck's sake.
Awesome. Steam is now updating. Fine.
Okay, that Exorcist blade just did me an absolute favour.
Didn't do us any favours, but yeah. That's just...
But I'm feeling quite confident now because since clearly Auroris and I are just now playing for who gets last place, I think my my trick there with the toad has probably got it for me.
I believe
How
so,
many
yeah.
rounds? How many rounds do we have left?
We'll learn after the Dragon Rider plays.
Yeah, that's true.
It should be about 5 though.
Oh, that jumped me forward a couple of spaces.
Mhm.
Right, tokens. Yeah, I'll trade you in for a bit of craft.
Yeah, Fishy, if you can get killed while you're the toad, you'll add another 3 deaths to the counter.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't be too difficult.
5 rounds from now. You're not going to be a toad at the end of the game, not unless you
Frici
re-toad.
could
Oh,
beat
it
me.
died!
No, I won't be a toad at
Oh!
the end of the game. I became a toad too soon.
No. I mean, you could try for a re-toading, but I don't think we have time.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
It's neck and neck.
Frici might get me. It's neck and
So
neck.
you two are now counting every point at this point,
I
basically.
misheard that as snecking neck. That just gave me a moment.
What are you doing to each other?
To be honest, I actually don't care. I'm in the middle region for the first time ever in a game of Talisman Digital.
I think this means you're feeling centered. Sorry.
I'm winning. I don't care what the numbers say, I'm winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a point. Oh, look, why do I keep rolling ones? Is that something which I don't notice, which is just making me roll a 1 for my move every
Because
bloody
I'm
time?
dead and everybody else can do it.
No, that's true.
You said it officially. Add insult to injury and all.
Yeah, well, we might as well try.
My injury
So
has
you
been
could-
insulted.
The Grim Reaper arrives at the chapel.
Searching
Go
for
to the
toads.
chapel and we're
Searching as you say.
gonna get murdered.
Oh.
Oh, I can teleport to somewhere where I might die. I'm going to teleport, obviously.
Ah, fantastic.
I think if we had Reaper Death while a toad, I'm not entirely sure what we'd have had to come up with something new at that point. Mecridor, yes.
Yeah.
Such a good point, yeah.
I mean, Reaper Death is worth 2. Dying while a toad is worth 3. So yeah, I think we'd have to do at least times it together and just add 6 at that point. I think that's the least we could do, just because of the sheer unlikeliness of it.
Not my horse and cart.
Yes, your horse and cart.
Get fucked.
2, 3, 5. I need to kill some things if I'm going to get there.
God.
You can literally just walk across the entire board in one turn at this point, Frici. Is Reaper Death 3 deaths? I literally just run the command. Reaper Death is 3, and Dying or Toadified is 3. I think we could make an argument for 9 deaths in that case for Mecridor, as timesing them together if multiple conditions are fulfilled at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel that multiplying them together would be not unreasonable.
That would be tough.
Yes. Six, so it does not regenerate. Cupid roll is dying.
So was there anything
Like-
actually random in that turn?
Gate.
Woo.
And trade trophies. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have a cave troll.
Damn, Frici is winning. I've really got to kill some stuff in my next couple of turns.
Right, where's something dangerous looking?
Anything with a green dragon token on that. Go to that. Go to the City of Fire, because you've got the green dragon token, and you still get to encounter the space.
You could land on another player and attack the other player.
Don't bother attacking me. I've been doing spectacularly badly. I'll just end up dead at the end of the game outright.
Oh, Oro has 1 life. As a toad, you could kill Oro. Go for it.
Yay! Have some.
Don't think I could.
Nibble him to
I mean,
death.
it's mathematically possible, but
I would love to see
Every
it.
single one of my turns on this character, I have either lost a life or missed a turn. The odds are in your favour right now.
May the odds be ever in your
battle
favour.
on strength.
Come on,
Attacked by a
Fishy,
toad.
get a
Oh,
6.
bloody hell!
1 for Oro. 1 for Oro. Ah!
I've just
Reroll it.
I've just
Reroll it,
fought-
Oro.
No, I'm re-rolling that. I'm not standing for that.
Oh, come on.
I've just fought a freaking toad to a standoff. I can't actually get lower than that now, so there's no point me re-rolling. That's disappointing. You don't even have anything for me to take.
Nope.
You could have killed him a second time, you know.
How?
Exactly. That would
Even
have
a
been
small
awesome.
for the counter.
How could I have killed him a second time?
No,
killed,
me kill you
sorry, the other way
second time.
round. Yeah, if you'd done that, it would be first literally been I'd have literally re-rolled that to see if you could kill me. I would have just have done that. But no.
Violence and work.
Follower. You may draw a dragon card from any deck instead of matching it. Oh, okay. Fine.
Nice.
Martial artist.
Well, the
will
martial
not enter
artist.
The game, you may discard any
Oh,
number of your
God.
dragon scales. Gain 1 strength or craft for each dragon scale you discard.
Oh, you've got.
Oh my god.
That's 5. He has 5 scales
Jesus.
right now.
Oh no.
Sorry, Frici, you're no longer tied on points.
Yeah.
Yup, he just won the game.
Yep. Well, let's face it, that was pretty much going to happen.
Accurate?
It's all gone quiet over there.
It's going to ask you to do it 5 times, doesn't it? Yep. Oh, great, so we get a little fanfare of all our hopes and dreams being crushed into small pieces 5 times in a row.
Yep.
Don't craft. Add all the strength. You have the item for craft anyway.
You can put little words to that. Da da da. Fuck you all. Fuck you.
I was thinking exactly that, although it scans perfectly.
It does.
It does, yeah.
I was desperately trying not to do exactly that.
Ooh,
I might
the
just.
holding.
I'm tempted to just add that as a quote from Nitebytes and just say "fuck you all" 5 times. In the quote.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, that's a random piece of
There,
thing
31.
You won 25
No,
last time.
no.
You literally gained 6 points in turn.
It did.
It's just like, why do we even? I apparently have the option to teleport somewhere. I don't want to teleport to any of those
Where?
places, so I won't. What's on this space? Oh, the Umbral Drake. Let's go elsewhere and travel here, so I can get killed by.
And gate another dragon.
Oh, it's got strength too.
Oh, you.
Farewell, cruel world. It's an even roll. I'm screwed.
Oops.
Yes, you are.
You see what I mean? Literally.
Oh, Oro.
I don't even. Every
Can't believe
single...
I turned into a toad, became a suicidal toad, and he still died before me.
I'm just impressed with that.
He did say he was losing your life every turn.
Yeah.
He was not wrong. Oro loses. Flawless victory.
1,
Yeah.
2.
Heavily flawed thing.
Oh, fuck me.
Gee, Whittakers.
Do you have to fight
They're
all of
all
these?
craft.
Do you have to fight all of these?
Yes, I do.
I'm liking
That
this.
would give me grief right now.
Not much,
In fact,
to be fair. But
I
yeah.
couldn't do
Nobody
that.
can grief on strength, let alone craft.
Yeah, creak up thee.
But I can use my strength as my craft because of the Exorcist sword,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
which is why I pumped up my strength with all those.
Right. Let's go
Yeah.
kill a toad.
Well, if you're going to do a thing, Jesus, Fishy.
Strength 11 against my 1 strength toad.
Auto lose?
Do this. I'm going to roll the dice.
Yay!
Hey! Squitch.
Triangle toadified. Plus 3 deaths.
Yeah.
Didn't quite make it to the creatures having 5 times my attack score. That's
Not quite.
so close. So close.
I think my epic dying streak slightly tops it, but not quite.
Yeah. I'm so frustrated I couldn't get back in
Fishy has been killed. Everyone's dying now.
I think
Not
pin
everywhere.
kill
There's
maybe
two
a bit of a stretch there.
There's 2 notable characters who have not died. I've taken notice of this. Interestingly, they're also top of a points board.
Oh, this is going to get unpleasant.
Oh no,
Oh, wait.
not really.
And no, because you're on counter from 1 at a time. You
Right.
can also kill that one.
I'll auto kill that one, that's fine.
You'll auto kill the other 2 as well. Wait, auto lose?
Use
Oh, yeah.
strength.
Use strength.
Where do you get to use the strength from? What lets you do that one? Out of curiosity.
My Exorcist sword.
His
Oh
excellent-
right, yes. No, I thought that was the other way around.
Now I actually need a good roll.
Cool. Well,
Hopefully that's good enough.
I can't beat you.
Yes.
At the very least, it would have been a standoff. Oh look, that's 3 more dragons down.
Jesus.
That's
Almost.
3 more points.
Almost.
Oh,
for
come
you.
on. Oh, come on.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
Nice. You have to kill it before you can move on, can't you? Don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh no, because you moved forward because you killed the enemies, so you skip it.
I
Interesting.
think
I'm
now.
sure you should have stayed behind
It's
there.
I'm
not-
sure I should have.
Yeah.
Is that
No, you always move forward a square, but because I only killed one of the three, I only skipped one square. If I'd killed all three, I would have gone forward an extra 3 squares rather than an extra 1.
Oh.
So basically, that standoff stopped me winning the game completely.
The Dragon Rider alchemized one very good item. Why would it do that?
Because
And we have 3 rounds.
I've noticed a thing at the bottom
We're-
of the board where me and Fishy
A
are now
very
just...
there's a hard fight for last place going
Yeah,
on here. We're
ignore
giving
the
it our
top.
all.
Ignore the top. Wherever the fight's at now. Right. Goblin Shaman. I don't think I've ever played as any of these characters. Begin with one
I've
spell.
never seen the Vampire Hunter before.
Yeah.
She's
I have.
interesting.
Yeah.
So, Goblin Shaman, begin with one spell. Don't roll in the crags unless you want to. You must accept the results. 3 fate in the crags, up to fate value. Encounter an enemy card with Goblin or Hobgoblin. You may spellbind it and take it as a follower instead. Discard one of the spellbounds and gain 1 spell if your craft allows. Or discard a spellbound enemy to prevent loss of life, which in my case would be quite helpful. Vampire Hunter. Encounter a space of instructions to draw 1 or more adventure cards and have drawn the required numbers. You may investigate. Discard 1 card on your space. That is not an enemy. And draw 1 more card to replace it, which you must encounter. Whenever you engage
Oh, okay, thank you, Mickey.
Whenever you engage an enemy in battle or psychic combat, just add 1 to your attack roll. That's nice.
There is a sale right now on Humble Bundle, and you can get XCOM 2 for 60% off,
Oh,
which is a great game.
a good deal. Sword and armor, add up to 2 when praying. Always good.
I
Ignore
should
everything
play
else.
that at some point.
I'm going to go for Vampire Hunter, I think.
Good choice.
And immediately
Sad
suffer the
with
effects of Dragon Rage and lose
Yay.
and lose one of my objects. Or this is going exactly the same way as it did last time. My first turn as the apprentice, I started with Dragon Rage and I lost a life.
Yeah.
So, are you going to die 3 times in this game?
I don't think we have enough turns left for me to get killed again.
You guys stay tense for that, yeah.
Yeah, give him time.
I'm sure we could
Faith
work
in you,
on it.
Aurora, you can do it.
You
Yep.
lost a life at starting.
That's
You've got to
true, I
move
can
yet.
lose 2 in this time. In this
You
turn.
can.
So what's this? Roll 1 die, strength craft, and 1 to the... I don't have any dragon scales. I have nothing right now, so that's...
So, roll 1 to 7, lose a life, and miss your next turn.
Sounds about right. Let's just add strength, add craft, and I
Oh,
should have
okay.
clicked add all, and let's see what happens.
You just missed the
man.
next turn, I think.
I
You
think I
just
missed
missed
the
your
turn.
turn.
I just wanted to see what would happen there, and exactly what we thought would happen happened. Almost.
Yeah, we were hoping you'd lose another life.
Yeah, it was close. Frici's going to move most of the way across the map again. How many end dungeon... You've already killed one of the end... You're just trying to kill the other one before the end of this game now, aren't you, Frici?
Sota, yeah.
You already killed the King of the Highlands or whatever it is.
Well, if he gets to the end of the dungeon and kills the boss and gets masses of loot, he might still beat me. If I don't die trying to get to the Dragon's Hoard. So it's kind of still on.
Tricky.
Well, if nothing else, he'd have beaten the top of the map and the bottom of the map.
Yeah, also true.
Ooh, what's a sage do? I don't think I've seen them.
They're like a wizard.
Page 2.
He
Pretty
wears a
much.
talisman as a
Begin the game
cloak
with
pin.
one spell. Do not have any spells at the start of your turn. Gain a spell. Always know what the top card on the adventure and spell deck. You may look at them
Nice.
whenever you wish. You may roll when you roll the die for your move, you may ignore the result of your first die roll and roll again. You must accept the result of the second roll.
Cool.
And I think Twitch chat has just,
Bye, Twitch chat.
Yep, Twitch chat has wet the
Yeah.
bed.
again, it
Yeah.
did this last week as well.
Yeah, it did. About this time.
Twitch chat doesn't like
The
us playing
following
talisman.
directory
Right.
is also dead
When
right
you're
now.
about to
You
play,
cannot
maybe-
see which of the people you follow are alive.
Awesome. Bye, Twitch chat. And Twitch in general. We're investigating reports of follow channels. Also, your chat.
Black Witch, you apparently are constantly lying on some sort of strange angled board.
Mm-hmm.
with the weirdest pointy shoes ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I don't like the witch. I'm going to play the cleric. I'm going to be heroic for my last couple of turns.
That's going to go well for you.
Nah.
And we start with... Oh, there we go. My Twitcher just died as well.
Fishy has chosen to leave the
Chose
game.
to leave the game.
Yep. I was going to say, I think Talisman has just died for me.
Oh dear.
Oh, so Fishy did not choose to leave the game. Talisman did.
Yep. Talisman has chosen to leave the building.
But the AI still rolled a 1 for you. So it's keeping up your tradition.
At least it's playing in the
In
spirit.
your spirit,
of
yes,
being me.
absolutely.
Oh,
And it rolled a 2 in the combat, so you know, it's
literally against Frici, except
I don't think it's going to let me back in because I have a feeling that before I got a chance to stop it,
it's
Talisman
going
has
to
just
update.
updated.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, it won't let you because as soon as you click play, it will check to make sure it's up to date, so it won't
Yeah.
even let you. Anyone who drops out at this point is screwed. Sweet.
Yep.
Well played.
And
Yeah.
everyone who stays in game is screwed right now. Except for Nitebytes.
Yeah, basically true. On the plus side, this
That's
does,
about right.
this does technically mean I've won the race to the bottom. Technically.
Oh no, it's letting me rejoin.
Oh.
Wow.
Right, so it's just me it hates. Right, good to know.
Dragon Hell.
Unlike Twitch chat, which is still failing utterly.
Yes.
Temple of Varthax. The Dragon Cultist demands an offering. Discard one of your followers. If you have none, lose a life. Bollocks to that, I'll take
Yes,
you all
we
on.
like that.
We don't like that.
So more free items, which give him more points.
Nope. No,
More-
I can't take them.
Oh, of course, because you've got one out of inventory space.
If there is anybody still in my stream, such as Gigas Monkey, I hope you're enjoying this waiting to rejoin the game stream.
That's why I gave up, to be honest.
If there's anyone still in my chat, then
One or more
One or
players
more
will join the
players.
game.
I hope-
Wow.
Welcome back.
Fishy
Steve.
made it back in.
yay, at least we've got one person back. I suppose.
Right, I need to kill
Nope.
2
Fishy
monsters.
has- Oh, bye, Fishy.
Bye, Fishy.
I was going to say, you say Fishy made it back in. Not at Fishy's end, he hasn't.
Oh. Right.
Hmm.
I need 2 monsters on my next turn.
Yes.
That I can kill.
Oh, we're rejoining chats. Chats are
Woo!
back up.
I have rejoined channel Nitebytes and HIntFishy and Dark Insanities and Druttercup and Frici. Hello, everyone in everyone's
I'm clearly
channels.
not online because I'm not reconnecting to anything and it's not letting me back.
I haven't reconnected yet either.
I think I can hear you people, but that's just my own delusion.
Probably
Yeah.
true. If anyone,
We are the voices in your head.
If anyone in my chat said anything interesting while chat was down, please could you say it again?
The same actually applies to
Voices
anyone that
my
might have
head
been in my
wanting
chat.
to turn me into a toad.
Why would anyone but Nitebytes want to end their turn on a space with multiple enemies?
30. Nice.
It's a good number.
Oh right, I had to,
Wait,
Auroris
I
on
had
what?
to, I had to miss a turn. Oh, apparently the slave's on the top of his
I
game.
may not
when
have a game, but I do
bedsheets
have
close.
orange mango and passion fruit smoothie with coconut rum in it, which is very nice
Nice.
indeed. Thank you very much.
Very nice
kind
indeed.
of makes up for the lack of game.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
But
A
with
game! A
strength,
game! Ah, right, the game came up long enough to say lost connection to server. Thank you, that was nice of you.
It's an even roll, and then you roll 6, and
You will excuse my French, fucking livable.
and I will use, where's my item? This item to add 2 to the result. So I get higher. Can I add this to... No, I can't. And I have to get an item from here. Where is the one I want?
Well, it claims it's letting me back into the game, but it said that last time as well, so... yeah.
And where
Oh.
does it...
On
Well,
what
you're getting
players?
in.
It says you're back. Are you really back?
I look to be back.
Yes, you do look to be back.
Letting me do things.
Excellent.
Excellent.
For
Yes.
the last turn. Meanwhile, hopefully, if someone is in our chat, they know that we can't see their messages because
Well, I've rejoined
outside it has
all
not
of
I can see
connected.
a message from Mechiador.
I'm seeing messages from Mecca.
Dark Insanities. It seems to have rejoined me to
Yeah.
the chat.
It's why I've rejoined
Okay,
all of them. so
Meki
you're
says we
special.
were messing about with what the sage's powers are, and he added, the sages on top of his game were in bed sheets for clothes, beating 2 dungeon bosses.
Right
Holy
as I
shit!
said that, right as I said that, I rejoined every chat.
And Gigas Monkey is still in Fishy's chat and can see his messages
Yeah.
again.
Well,
Yeah, hello, Gigas,
oh, yes,
again.
yes, there's a Gigas. Hello, Gigas.
Suddenly, Gigas.
Hey, you guys again. And
I,
this is now.
I'm
Going
utterly
up the rank.
failing in my quest to be let dead last. I've just picked up everything from this square.
Well, Oro was, last time I checked, dead last.
Not quite dead yet, but I'm working on it.
when I got kicked out of the game, we were equally dead last.
Yeah.
Well,
I
the,
agree.
the AI did a number for you.
Ooh, double tokens. Or triple in this case.
Nice.
And I can see someone going to the Crown of Command and
Red Dragon
winning.
Strength 9.
There's a very good point that I hadn't
Council.
thought about. I could, in fact, have
And a
seen
Dragon
anything
Strength
that was
6.
typed in my stream while I was
This is going to be a tough fight.
away by looking at
bad.
OBS, but it's got chatty windows over the top of it.
Holy moly. Possibly roll 1 die. If the result is equal to or higher than the number of dragons in this region, you may teleport to another space in this region. If it's lower, you must...
You're fine, basically.
You can teleport to the Crown of
Literally
Command.
I'm gonna
just go
teleport to
straight
there.
to the end.
Funnily enough, I'm going to choose to battle him with strength.
That seems unreasonable.
And roll a 6.
You can, if you do this actually, you can win it this turn because if you beat him, you fight again immediately. So if you win 5 times in a row, you win the game right
Potentially
now.
take him straight off. Yeah.
On literally
Yep,
the
you
second
won
last
the game.
round 49.
Okay, fingers crossed. This would be really cool to actually see a game probably won.
Yes. It would.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you're winning anyway. Win like that.
Yeah, don't jinx it. Damn it.
You've got 1 fate.
However,
Oh, really?
You're still winning.
Winning while rolling ones.
Oh god.
Talk about tense.
3 of 5. Four of 5. And you have 1 fate left.
Last life for Vasax.
A little bit.
Are we
Matt
going to
Rodon, just a
see
little
an
bit.
actual victory?
don't jinx me, guys. Don't jinx me.
I asked a question. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, yeah, you need
Not
some
make a
black for the
statement.
Oh!
championship.
See?
Holy moly!
Whoa.
Nitebytes has actually
Congratulations, Nitebytes.
Hoorah!
Well done, Nitebytes. I lost connection to the server.
So did I.
I am very
Nicely
glad that it
done.
let me back in for that last turn, so I could see that. That
Oh,
is
yeah,
so
that
cool.
was-
I'm glad I went for the end game because where I was, I thought I'll not get there, but I'll see what it does.
Mm-hmm.
So glad I went for it. Now that was so cool.
Yeah,
That was indeed.
Yeah, that's
that
great.
was very good. Sweet.
That was great. That was great fun.
All right.
I get to choose a runestone now.
Cool.
Oh, you got a level. At least someone got XP from that.
Yep, I
didn't
got a
get
level.
Any experience from it, which
So,
I'm fairly certain is
congratulations,
because
Nitebytes.
That
Thank
That
you.
is a
indeed.
bug, by the
Everyone
way, and
watching
they're
that.
trying to fix it.
Oh, good.
Mm.
Well played, Nitebytes.
I am, since we've reached the end of the game, going to mute these assholes and end my stream.
What he said.
Was about to
Well,
say the same.
do an outro.
Thank you for
all
playing,
Yeah, it's
arseholes.
actually a very good idea. I should do the same.
Thank you all for playing.
So long.
Thanks for playing with me for as long as I was allowed to play. Thank you, Talisman. Git features.
Alright, so that was yay! Someone actually won! Okay, so thank you everybody for coming into the stream. I hope you have enjoyed. Press a quick game button so I can go and see other things going on. Thank you everybody who came to the stream. Any of the streams, I suppose, not that anyone else will hear this. Someone actually won. We started with 0 deaths and we got up to 8 in almost 3 hours actually. We're doing pretty well. So then, to continue, tomorrow evening is going to be Overwatch. That is the current plan, to do some of that Halloween content, probably some competitive ranking as well, because we haven't, and it's nearly the end of the season. Friday evening is going to be Conan Exiles. Saturday afternoon is going to be a game called Echo, which is an interesting little game, which I would strongly encourage people to come and watch, because they do some interesting things and have interesting ways of doing those things. Saturday evening is going to be update 1.6 of Beyond Insanity. The plan is to actually have Temco on as a third person doing talking-y stuffs. So that's a thing. After which, in the after party, we will be playing We Need to Go Deeper, because there's been an update. Sunday afternoon is going to be the regular Elite Dangerous stream, doing regular Elite Dangerous stuff. Sunday evening is going to be Hide and Shriek, which is currently free. It's gone free to play, so anyone who wishes to play Hide and Shriek will be most welcome to do so during that stream. Monday afternoon and day and thing, I am not here. We're going to visit Fishy and Drut, and Barrow is coming over, basically. So there may be something happening, there may not be something happening. Don't know exactly. Play it by ear to be confirmed. Tuesday we'll be pretty much back to normal, despite the fact it's Halloween, and we'll be Dark Cloud evening. I'm not at work that day, so I may have some sort of afternoon stream, don't know. But in any case, then next Wednesday will be some sort of midweek multiplayer again. In the meantime, I have so many people I could choose to host. I won't host Frici, Fishy, or Nitebytes. Let's... What on earth is this? This looks weird. Okay, I have no idea what this game is, which is a fairly good reason to host, I think. What we're going to do then, we're going to give a host to Inner Coffee. Not hosted him for a while, actually. Do I have him on here? Yes, I do. We'll give a host to Inner Coffee, who's currently playing a game called Icy, which looks to be some sort of speedrunnery type puzzle platformer speed type game. I don't even know, just based on what I'm seeing here. So yeah, go say hi to Coffee, and we will be. I will be back at least tomorrow. Bye.
So not only was that the first time I've seen a digital Talisman game go to completion. I won!
Yay, well done.
It couldn't have come down to the wire much more, really, could it?
No, not really.
No, that was great,
If we're
yeah.
planning a back to basics vanilla game that runs until what happened just now, I would suggest a couple of weeks of midweek multiplayer doing something that isn't Talisman.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Get around to that. So,
That's
if
not a
anybody
bad
has
idea,
something
yeah.
They want to do
Mhm.
first. We shove a couple of other games in.
And
Hmm.
so yeah, you have that we should use since you pay for 2 months.
This is true,
Plus,
yes.
on this